Alrighty then. Here's our next little Yuri adventure here. This one sounds very interesting. It is. There's no way I'd fall in love with a womanizer, right? This one sounds like a very interesting one. Let's go and dive right into it. Click. I checked my phone to see if I had missed a reply. Ooh, I like this text box style they got here. Very chic. If I miss a reply or not, but my last message is still the most recent one on the chat log. The loud sounds of the people chatting away flows through and out my ears, causing the slight headache of mine to ring a little louder than I'd like. I look down at the small, almost finished glass of whiskey on the rocks in my hands, and swirl a bit before taking a sip. The chill burns goes down my throat and I sigh. It's probably the 40th sigh of the night. I don't think I've ever been stood up before, and my bruised ego still won't let it go. God, I love the saxophone. So good. I love the saxophone. Couldn't you at least give me a reason or excuse for your absence instead of making me waste my time and energy coming here? Sorry, just loving this music so much. God, they have such great music in these games. I switched down the raining whiskey and contemplate if I want another drink. Maybe another lighter, sweeter to balance out the bitter event that happened tonight. Umeko. Excuse me, can I get a tequila sunrise? Coming right up. I looked at my phone once again to see if I could get a message, but time shows on the home screen, catching my attention more than anything. Oh shoot, it's almost 11. Should probably finish this drink and quickly leave. Feel I didn't have to work tomorrow. Drinking on a work night probably isn't the best, but my alcoholic habits don't seem to die no matter what hell I get. Or perhaps it's because I'm getting older that my borderline alcoholic habits keep continuing. I'm just becoming like one of those old selling men drinking after every workday, huh? I scoff, knowing that might be true. Bartender hands me the glass of tequila sunrise, and I quickly down the sweet alcohol. The stark difference between the tequila sunrise and the whiskey wakes me up, throwing me back into reality and telling me that I should stop being the mopey girl that got stood up. There are plenty more fish out in the sea. I pay the bill and make my way out of the still bustling bar, dreading tomorrow's mundane workday. Check the weather app as I exit, dreading the rain icon as I see next to tonight's in tomorrow's date. I'm gonna detain them from that frizz in my hair tomorrow. Don't I feel that? I got frizz. My hair gets ruined in the rain. As I open the door, I see two figures in front of me at the entrance, and one of them is flashing, and one of them flashing by, along with some yelling. Ow, ow, ow. We're over. I'm done. I'm not done being your plaything. Get out of my face. My body freezes in place, witnessing what seems to be a breakup, and my eyes travel down to the woman propped up on her elbow on the floor. The light illuminated her soft, smoky eyes makeup, and along with her long dyed hair. Her multitude of earrings give off a sort of bad girl, delinquent vibe, complemented by the chain around her neck. She's wearing an outfit that off-the-shoulder sweater with a small teasing chest with window, and a pair of loose cargo pants. Here's a nice top. I want to buy one of those tops myself, but I don't have the chest for it. She seems like a cool and fashionable girl, but because that, even though she's lying on the floor like that, it's as if she's a model posing rather than just having fallen. Despite having just been pushed to the ground, she's donning an amused expression, as if she found it funny rather than being offended. Instead of getting up, she proceeds to lie on the floor and glances at me. Sorry to see that. Except the smile on her face didn't seem sorry at all. Are you okay? Perfectly fine. Are you not gonna get up, or are you just gonna lie there for the rest of the night? Yep, I'm too drunk to get up. She says that, but she doesn't sound like the least bit drunk in my opinion. Do you need a taxi? I can call one for you. I don't have a place to go home to tonight. No place to go home to? It must be in some rough spot right now. Maybe I can drop you at a hotel then? Oh, pick up a drunk girl and bring her to a hotel to have your way with her? How sly. What? What's wrong with her? That's not what I meant at all. What the heck? Whatever then, I'm leaving. At some point, disbelief, and out into the bigger street the flag of vacant taxi down. I met a fair share of people that I didn't think... I met a fair share of people, but I don't think I met anyone like her. Her sly smirk is still fresh in my head as I look around for a hireable taxi. Though I guess she was kinda hot. I shake my head and get the thoughts out of my head system. No, she seems like a bad news. The girl just pushed her down, mentioned something about being her plaything. Whatever, she can get dressed in tonight's rain for all I care. She's a grown woman, I'm sure she can find a solution. Green cat finally pulls up to answer my beckons, and the automatic door opens for me to get in. However, before I get in step in the car, the image of that woman, stranger, lying on the ground flashes across my mind again. I saw my tracks as I picture her getting rained on like a pitiful abandoned puppy. It did say it was going to rain heavily tonight through morning, right? I facepalm as I begin to think the unthinkable. Oh god, why am I like this? Excuse me, sir, I'll be right back, I swear. My heel turns and I start jogging back to the bar that I left 15 minutes ago. To my surprise, the girl's still there, except she's now sitting up leaning against the wall with her eyes closed. Don't tell me she's actually planning on sleeping out here tonight. Oi, get up. You're gonna find shelter, then I'll take you to my place. Her eyes slowly open, she just tilts her head up towards me with a confused smile. Come on, get up. I crouch down to get her on her feet, and to my surprise, she complies obediently. Her unexpectedly tall stature causes me to lose my balance a little, but she studies me as if I were the drunk one. I dip her arm around my shoulder, and she leans her body weight onto me. She chuckles at my earnest effort. Why are you doing this? Are you used to doing the charity work? No, I just feel like I didn't be responsible if you died because I didn't help you. Who knows who's roaming around these streets right tonight? How cute. Don't call me cute. We charge our way to a taxi that was, fortunately, still there, and I check her into the cab followed by my tired self. I take a quick look at the girl to assess how dead she is. Her eyes are closed and she's leaning against the window. Maybe she really is wasted. I shake my head at their carelessness and then direct taxi her to my place. To this address, please. Not a bad place. That's a lot of pillows. It's not that I'm on the judge. I got plenty of pillows myself. It's surprising it didn't take too long to haul her to my apartment room. I drag her through the small hallway and into the living quarters. For once, I'm grateful that my apartment is small because I'm going to collapse if I carry this girl any longer. I pop her onto my twin bed and take her shoes off before proceeding to change and get ready for her to sleep. I come out to the washroom after changing, and a slightly stranger in my bed finally hits me that I brought some random girl home with me. Fish fear me, women want me. How nice. Nice shirt. Maybe we should have thought this through more. My bed looks bigger than my head. The room body takes up more than half of the space, and although there's still room for me, it'd be a tight fit. I regret this so much. I shimmy onto my bed and under the sheets as I tucked under, and I tucked her in with, trying my best to leave at most a small gap between us. The strong smell of perfume surrounds me. At first it smelled good, but I have a feeling I'm going to get sick of it if I don't fall asleep soon. The woman next to me seems to fast asleep with her eyes closed and breath steady. Take the opportunity to take a closer look at the mistake I brought home. My eyes wander to her face that's only inches away from mine, and I begin studying her features as I wait for the slumber to kick in. She's definitely one of the God's favorites with how pretty she is and how tall she is. And we surprised she worked as a model. Pardon me. Her lashes are long curled, perhaps with the help of false eyelashes. Sitting right on her left eye are two tiny beauty marks right around her cheekbones, almost like a vampire bite. The amount of piercings she has on her ears is a sight to marvel at as well. She has at least 5 on one ear alone. Her skin is flawless with little to no blemishes, especially with the help of her makeup foundation. Not to mention her jawline, oh my god. I'm tempted to touch it, but I keep my hands to myself in fear of waking her up and not being a creep. I shut my eyes and hoping to stop myself from admiring her beauty and pray that sleep takes me soon. I can't help but take a breath, peek at stranger, for time to take a few more looks at her. I'm not going to see her ever again, right? So I might as well take a chance, right? Fortunately or unfortunately soon, I end up falling a prey to my slumber, and temporarily forget about the stranger I'm sitting next to until morning. Oh, hello. She's closer. Crack of dawn arrives, and not with alarm, but clock, both slight movement and smell of familiar perfume wafting in my nose. I don't think you'd like me that much to take me home and latch onto me. Gotta leave sooner or later, you know, though I don't mind staying a bit longer if that's what you want. I went to wake and slowly open my eyes to the stray woman I brought home last night. Then I realized what start I'm hugging her arm, like I usually do my favorite golden retriever plushie. I go detach myself and start to dart away from her, nearly falling off the bed. I'm now wide awake, recalling the memories of last night. She chuckles lightly at my surprise and rests her head on her hand as she lies down sideways, looking at me in amusement. I throw the sink on and get up from the bed. I pick up the plushie from the floor and return it to the rightful place on my bed, unlike this woman that's unapologetically still lying where my plushie should be. How dare she take the place of the plushie? I rub sleep from my eyes and get ready to boot her out. The only thing about overstaying, I only brought you here because I was worried that you were gonna get drenched in the rain overnight. Forecast predicted a huge downpour, and I feel bad if something dangerous happened to you, when I could have prevented it. I walked through the window, opened the blinds to take a look outside at what should have been a cloudy skies and wet roads. Except the sun was shining brightly, and the ground was as dry as a dying plant sitting neglected on my nightstand. It never rained. A heavy sigh case me, and I faced her and her smug smile again. Still, you don't save me from getting rained on, had it actually rained. And you save me from potentially getting killed by some serial killer that would have been roaming the streets last night. You never know who's looking outside nowadays. I rolled my eyes exaggeratingly and crossed my arms to signal to her that she's overstayed her welcome. Okay, well, I think it's time you left. It's not raining, and no serial killer would dare stab someone in broad daylight. Time on my bedside clock reads 7:20 a.m., 10 minutes before my usual alarm rings to remind me that I have a job to get to. I need you to get out so I can get ready to go to work. But your bed's so comfy. I want to stay longer. Don't mind me. I'm just get ready for work. I'm still I stay here. Out now. She struggles in defeat and rolls out of my bed. Before leaving, she walks up to my short self, reminding me again how the height difference between us as he stands facing me. My fight-or-flight instincts kick in whenever she steps near me, cautious as to what her next move might be. You don't often find kind-hearted people like you, willing to help a random stranger like this. Thank you. Her grateful words shocked me momentarily, leaving me at a loss for words. She walks out in my humble little room, and into the tight hallway that leads to my main entrance, but not without an unnecessary snark comment. Oh, and have I told you that you have a cute sleeping face? Just leave. Tall girl laughs out loud and finally leaves my tiny apartment. I feel my face getting warm from her comment and slap my cheeks to get out of it. Just who is she? Holy shit. Just then, the alarm tone from my phone rings and I rush to get ready for the day. I knew I shouldn't have brought her home. I hope I never see her again. Well, unfortunately for you, you are in a Yuri novel. She's the only other one with a sprite. 3 days have passed since my encounter with that stranger. I found myself unable to forget her due to the interesting first impression. Totally not because of how good-looking she was, nope. And also because the event stands out as the most exciting thing to happen in my life over the past few months. Well, I need to get out more. I proceeded to distract myself by putting the misplaced bags of chips on the shelf back where they belong, and begin lining up the neighboring chips more neatly. The supermarket's a little dead right now, so I'm just pretending to be busy. I wish Ringo-chan was around so I'd at least have company, but she's stationed at the sample table. I spent the next few minutes moving chip bags and centimeter to make sure they're perfectly lined up since I have the time. Just then, the manager pops up next to me and puffing. Asahina-kun, thank God you're here. And are you busy right now? Please, can you help deliver those bentos to the next perfume shop ASAP? I'm supposed to go, but I forgot that I'm being starting soon. Please? Yes, of course. I just have to drop it off? Yes, thank you. He hands over the bag of bentos and rushes back to his office. I said I'm surprised at my new side quest, but I'm not complaining. I can take a little stroll while I'm at it. With that, I take my short trek to the new perfume store that everyone's been raving about. What's so special about a perfume store? People don't even wear perfume that often here. I wonder who it could be. The trek to the shop isn't too far off, just down the escalator, around the corner, and down a few shops. And I thought if I couldn't find the crowd of girls outside and in and outside the store would have just directed me to it. I stopped my path marveling at the amount of people from the perfume shop as well as the shop itself. The store itself is very modern and chic. Although the store isn't all too big, it manages to space out each clutter of perfume bottles on islands against the wall, giving the illusion that the store is more spacious than it seems. As if the perfume shop bottles were works of art displayed in an art museum. Were people always this into perfume? I continue my way to the store and try and look for a worker amidst the store people so I can get out of here as soon as possible. Thankfully, someone in a black suit hails me down. Over here, excuse me, coming through. The woman in black suit eloquently weaves through the crowd and greets me. Thank you so much for taking these over. Our hands were too full too full right now to pick them up ourselves. You're a lifesaver. No problem. Thank you for your patronage. I look around again and survey the area. There are tons of people looking around the selection of perfumes, stepping samples. I also noticed a few strange stares going in a certain direction. Hey, don't you think she's super handsome? Oh my god, I think I'm in love. Why'd I come here every day just to see her? She's just as handsome as the coffee barista girl at Hey, they are all connected. The stories are connected. Ha! I knew it. At Montanage Cafe. Ooh, she looks good in a suit. Well, we love women's suits. My eyes follow the gates, and my jaw instantly drops to the floor at what I discover. Just a few feet away from the stands, the strikingly familiar tall woman I encountered 3 days prior, boasting light blonde hair and a subtle brown peekaboo dye beneath it. Except she's in a black suit similar to an employee in front of me, and looks like much more professional than the first time I met her. I don't blame all the girls just now. I would also absolutely fall hell of curious for her if this was my first time seeing her. Wait, does that mean that all these people are here for her? People aren't that obsessed with perfume. Most her they're obsessed with. And I'd just be obsessed if I stayed here any longer. Black suit looks amazing on her. We love women in suits. She looks so hot. Compliments her light colored hair and fair skin, professional aura. She gives off contrast heavily to the bum I found on the street that night. I thought she was attractive already, but seeing her like this makes her even more attractive. Excuse me, can you let go of the bentos? Oh. I snap back to realize I'm still locked down the bag of lunch boxes while checking the tall girl out. Oh, my apologies. The employee takes off with the bentos, and my head's constantly turned back to where I was staring to resume my eye candy consumption. Except I'm greeting from afar with a pair of dark eyes in a signature smirk. Second I realize that we might have contact, I immediately turn around and make a beeline back to the supermarket where I'm feeling my face flushed with warmth. My feet speed walk as fast as they can take me. Oh god, she probably saw me being dumb just now. I wonder if she recognized me. Also, who knew she'd be working in the small malls at the same small mall as me? Of both places, why here? And why now of all times? I think I'll actually see her again. What are the chances? It was in the script. I slowed down a bit more once I reached the supermarket and resumed tidying the shelves. I tried to get the image of her out of my head, but all I could see was her in a black suit. And she looked really good in it. I grabbed my tube, shaking my head to get the mental image out of my system. Focus on work, Umeko. You're still on the clock. You can think about her after work. Wait, what am I talking about? No, Umeko, you're not going to think about her. What the heck? Ume-chan! Ah! I jump in bewilderment as Ringo-chan comes up to me without noticing. Ringo-chan's eyes arch a bit and tilt her head in a confused manner. What's wrong, Ume-chan? You look like you just saw a ghost. I compose myself and act nonchalantly. Nothing, I'm fine. Ringo-chan squints her eyes at me and looks at me with up and down with a judging gaze. I know I probably couldn't hide anything from her, as she'd known me for a good 4 years since I started here. She's practically my best friend here. She absolutely knows I'm not fine, even though I say I am. Totally. But anyway, yo, wanna go to a new perfume boutique after work today? My tablet freezes hearing the new perfume boutique and embarrassing memories of just 10 minutes ago rise up again, causing me to die in a little on the inside. I take a deep breath to calm myself down and coolly reply, no. What? Come on, why not? I get her to stop talking. I pretend I'm busy moving the bags of noodles by the centimeter. I'm just not interested. Okay, then just come accompany me. No. Come on, Ume-chan, pretty please. I begin to ignore her pleasing and continue working. I'll buy your favorite bottle of yuzu sake. My ears perk up as I look at her, asking her telepathically if she's serious. I'll buy the big bottle. Now my eyebrows raising interest. Those aren't cheap, you know. That's 3,000 yen you could spend elsewhere. Exactly, that's why I want to bring it. That's why I'm bribing you with it. She smiles as a Cheshire cat smile. She knows me too well. Will alcohol win me over just like that? Fine, I'll go. Yatta! But only for a little bit. Then I'll just buy you the small bottle. Unless you put the big one. Fine, that's fair. Let's head over to get out our shift. Ume-chan jumps up and down in glee as if she's a child that just coerced her mom into buying her a toy for her. Oh, I can't wait! She leads me to return to my job after striking the deal and I think to myself how I'm going to face that girl again. You just have to act cool, calm, and collecting, Umeko. She's just a girl. A hot girl, yes. I smacked myself in the head lightly and wondered why I'm so hung up on this one girl. I barely know her, and I met her once. This also wasn't the best first impression either, so why am I like this? Smack my head again a little harder this time. Get back to work, Umeko. And so I dread to the running hours until Ringo-chan checking out the perfume shop after work. I mean, who knows? She could have clocked out by the time you get off. Who knows? We arrived shortly at the perfume store, and although there are surprisingly less people than was before, it's still quite sizable amount. Taking glances at the small, tall, and hot worker, I want to take a deep breath and head to the battlefield, trying my best to blend into the crowd so that she doesn't see me. Ringo-chan leads the way, and I begin looking around the shelves like I'm suddenly really interested in perfume. Ringo-chan on the other hand is staring intently at the star and the show like everyone else is. I know everyone else told me that she was hot, but damn is she hot! Totally blew my expectations out of the water. I still take a quick peek at the subject in question. It looks just as good as I remembered. And oh my god, her smile, what the hell? She's smiling gently as she converses with the customer in front of her. I always see her smile, her smirks and sleazy smiles, but her genuine smile is something else. Is it genuine, or is it just her customer service smile? I can see why everyone's so crazy over her. Oh, just look at her. I know, I just did. You know, for a lesbian, you sure don't seem interested in such a fine specimen. I don't have to like every good-looking girl in the world, you know? It wouldn't be good for my heart if I did. And not that I'm not checking her out, I've already had my fair share. Plus, I just don't want to get caught up checking her out again. On top of that, I feel like the more I look at her, the more my brain will completely wipe out my odd encounter with her and to make me fall in love. I walk to their island displays to get away from Ringo-chan's fangirling. Peculiarly shaped pink bottle catches my eye, and my hands subconsciously reach to examine it. I pick up the little jar and fill it with cotton sitting on in front of me in front of the bottle, which I presume to be the sample, and waft the smell near my nose. A light fluorescent reminiscent of a spring enters my nose, alongside a hint of citrus-like scent. I think that's the kind of scent I would like. I always like the sort of soft, sweet smells for perfume and stuff like that. Nothing too strong or heavy. No scent to irritate my sinuses or breathing, making me cough or whatever. But yeah, the soft, sweet scents are the ones I like a lot. The fragrance gives off a pleasant atmosphere, suitable for a young lady that has a pinch of spice in her. I meant to add to my wish list. My decision is to do so disappears with a trace of what I see the price. 23,500 yen. I gently put the smallest sampler back down and reevaluate my needs and wants. Maybe I get a raise. Huh. I'm perhaps interested in this fragrance to your customer. No, sorry, I'm just... Oh, I turned my head to the worker that's probably coaxing me to get the perfume. But I reached freezing place when I met the face of the one person I didn't want to interact with. Right in front of me is the woman that everyone in their mom's been trying to get their hands on. And I can feel my heart skip beat after seeing her personal side up close and personal. Browsing. Oh, is that so? She looks around nearby and peruses a shelf of perfumes, picks up a square bottle and its sample. If you like that other scent, you might want this. Try this one. She hands me the sampler to me, and I take a whiff of the new smell. This one is the What is what? Laboratorios Olfativos need you. And it's fruit top notes with such as lemon and pink pepper, and rose and mandarin blossom. Middle notes with a sea of flowers such as white flowers and jasmine, and ending with a heavy notes like sandalwood and broxen, coupled with a white musk. It's a unisex scent that it's very soft and delicate, all the while leaving a lasting impression. Great for people who are just getting into the perfume scene. The smell of this one hit a little stronger, but the scent is much more memorable and distinct compared to the previous one. I think I should like this one more. She seems to be quite knowledgeable and good with recommendations. Let me know how you feel about this one and which ones you like. I'm putting you toward the one that'll hit the sweet spot for you if this doesn't do the job. The girl smiles, her customer starts to smile at me as she waits my answer. I says I'd love to walk out with a bottle of them today. I just can't be spending this amount of money haphazardly. I hand her back to her and decline her offer. This one's nice, but maybe I'll come back another time to explore and decide. I'm a little short on time today. Once the sampler and bottles gets returned into his own spot on the shelf, and she nods in understanding. That's alright, we'll welcome you back anytime. Our shop is open every day from 11 AM to 8:30 PM. Hours are different during certain holidays. Thank you. I Excuse me, do you have any recommendations for the first-time perfume users? Perfume shop employee returns to face the intruder like and smiles at her customer service smile like she did to me. Yes, if you'll come with me. Before she goes on though, she turns to me and bids me goodbye. Please feel free to look around into the store and ask any further questions you may have. The attention on me dissipates out, and my spotlight dims as she leads me to help the girl, and before whispering to a cryptic message. And thanks again for bed. My ears widen at her words, trying to figure out if the thanks was for those a few nights ago. Does this mean she recognizes me? Umbe-chan! How'd you get to talk to her? How'd you get her to talk to you? You're lucky, bastard! Ringo tries to send a cowburst distracting out of my thoughts, and I try to not to get dizzy from her, shaking vigorously. I literally did nothing. You? She chases me and bites her finger in vain, jealous of me getting to talk to the new celebrity of them all. I give her an unamused look. Not like I asked for help, talk to me. Alright, enough moving. Are you done here? Let's go get some food, I'm hungry. In just a second, her face returns to her usual energetic self. Oh, sounds good. Let's go to a new pasta place in Shinjuku. Just like how fast she dragged me here, she dragged me into the new pasta place as soon as we depart from the mall, eager to fill up our stomachs with warm food. I still wonder though, she did recognize me, didn't she? Yeah, I say it was pretty obvious. You've been spotted. It's been a week now, and the perfume shop is still as busy as ever. There's always plenty of people every time I pass by whenever I go to work. But I haven't had the guts to go up and interact with her again. What do I even say? Well, if it's interesting you here, I work here too. What a coincidence, like go out for some dinner sometime? There's no way I can say that. Besides, what does she have to do with me? I let her stay for one night and that's it. That's all the end of the story. It's probably nothing more. Most likely. Am I expecting something more? Scott myself for get thought out of me. No, but it'd be nice. We have some sort of connection, I think. I shake my head. No, I'm definitely definitely coping and getting delusional. Stop busting over her, Umeko. What are your odds that she's interested in you anyway? She must have had a ton of people on her tail. Besides, wasn't she bad news? I remember how our first meeting went, where she got pushed over by someone and they were yelling at her. Something out of plaything. Maybe I'm just missing context. Man, I really want to drink. I slam my liquor door shut and make my way to out of my favorite bars. It's Friday night. I can relax a little, can't I? I end up at one of my usual bars and sit by my lonesome, swing on the glass of alcohol. Sometimes I wonder if I have an alcohol addiction. I should lay off drinking for a while if that's the resort I always go to when I'm untroubled. I continue mindlessly scrolling through my Instagram and get lost in the multiple pictures of good-looking people and couple photos. My non-existent love life is yet again resurfaced when I want to bury it into the depths of hell. I put my phone down in frustration and sigh. Why am I trying to find love so hard? I know, right? So difficult. Why can't I just meet someone organically, hit it off with them, and, I don't know, start dating? Maybe being a lesbian wouldn't be so hard if I was in a more liberal country. I sigh on the other side and look around for a possible imaginary candidate. I'm not necessarily expecting to be picked up by it sitting here alone. Besides, most people that approach me are men anyway, and I couldn't care less. But, you know, it would be nice if I just met a girl that could sweep me off my feet. Don't mind going home with her. It's Friday night after all. Preferably someone cute, hot. All of a sudden, the image of the straight girl I now perfume girl flashes across my mind. I shake my head and wake up from the train of thought. Why do I think of her? Again? Like I might confuse self in taking a sip of my drink and distract myself by scouting for an eye came out of the bar tonight. My eyes have been wandering around the vicinity. It's quite busy tonight, seeing that it's a Friday, but it's not packed yet. That'll come later in the night. Music is at just the right volume, and is accompanied by the chatting of people nearby. I take my Long Island iced tea and notice a pair of women at the end of the bar counter. One of them has long brunette hair tucked behind her ear, eyelash flaring as she blinks, lips smiling in a charming smile. She kind of looks like... Oh, there she is. I'm gonna do a spit take when I realize who it is, and I instantly hide my face from her view while still spying on her. She chuckles aloud as I see a better anger of her face. No doubt that's her. Is she with a friend or are they girlfriends on a date? The other girl is actually casually playing footsies with her perfume girl as she talks, making it clear as day that she's flirting. It doesn't seem like perfume girl is retracting at her foot, so maybe it's mutual. Could this be a date then? I should try and take this drink before she's noticing me. Though to be fair, why should I hide her from her? It's not like I did anything to bad to her. I see her whisper in the other girl's ear and get up from her seat. But now she looks the other way as she passed by me, making sure she doesn't see my face, but even though we're 15 feet away. Perfect Girl softens her way to the direction of the washroom, leaving the other girl all alone. A big sigh of relief. I had to go down this drink and get out of here to get the bill before she comes back. As I finish my drink and hail down some for the bill, I notice that the girl on the bar counter is acting a little suspicious. She pulls her drink close to her and soon hides it behind her body, out of my line of sight. Seconds later, she inconspicuously slides the drink back to where it was before. Uh-oh. Hold on a second here. I lost all gas. I can't believe what I just saw. Did she just drug her drink? No way! I technically didn't see her, but it happened since I was hidden from my view. It was totally what she did. What could have happened? It could have been. I look in the direction of the washroom and it seems Perfect Girl hasn't come back yet. When it comes to handing out the bill, and I nervously slam my cash down to pay while I contemplate my decision. Should I go tell her? Wait, what am I caring about? It has nothing to do with me. This is exactly why, like the time I picked her up in from the streets because I feel bad for her. Except this time it's just a rain shower in the night she's getting. This time her life could be in actual danger. Who knows what that creep will do to her? By living hesitation. The innermost compass in me is battling against the I don't give a damn side of me. And unfortunately the former was winning by a huge margin. I gave him a spew off to the washroom. I just warned her, that's all. She did what I watched with the information given. I flew to the washroom and find her sitting right there in front of me. Whoa there. Oh? I met her with the soft smoky eyes, my eye makeup, and her sophisticated smelling perfume once again. What a coincidence seeing you here. You, that woman you're talking to, she just spiked your drink. Don't drink it. Oh, do I have a little stalker? She puts me in a stun lock for an accusation. That isn't even a matter at hand. Stalker my ass, I just had to be here as well. What? I can't go to bars? Whoa, calm down, I was just joking. To regain my composure, I take a deep breath and dial my volume back down. So that's about spiking my drink. When you went to the washroom, I saw her put something in your drink. Well, I didn't actually see her doing it, but she pulled the drink close. She pulled your drink closer and probably did something to it, so don't drink it. Also, why are you so dumb to leave your drink unattended like that? Well, I had to go pee. What can I do? I was in disbelief. Please finish your drink before going to the washroom. Anyway, you should probably find a reason to ditch her because she appears suspicious. Well then. Oh, here she goes. Someone walks toward me and corners me against the wall, and enrapturing me in the smell of her perfume again. Maybe you can give me a reason. Her eyes are sending me a jolt of electricity through me, slowly with that lustful gaze and her sly smirk. I can't help but panic a little. I know I thought I was possibly not minding going home with someone tonight, but now I'm suddenly getting cold feet since it's her I'm dealing with. I gently push her away. I don't sleep with just anybody. She cussed out loud and infectious laughter. I wasn't thinking about a one-night stand, but I like how that's the first thing you thought of. You're totally thinking it. Her smile was all it took to prove that she was, even though she was denying it. I rushed toward the exit in fear that she might pull something up again and give her one last look. Well, either way, I played my part in being a good Samaritan and warned you. So don't come blame me if you get in any trouble. Maybe I want to wash you out of the bar. I did my job, and that's that. So why am I feeling so unsatisfied? I started making my way to a train station in the dark night to stop myself from thinking too much. I guess stop in my tracks. Hey, wait! A serious girl's voice rings through the area, despite all my boisterous voice filling the air. The voice caused me to turn back and find her at the bar's entrance, running toward me with a less sleazy look than before. How about a drink to thank you for letting me out, looking out for me? And I guess for helping me out that night as well. I gave her a dubious look. On me, my eyebrows raised with a shock and interest. I'm hesitant to accept her offer, but if she's nice enough to buy me some drinks, why did I decline her free drinks? Might as well look around to make it seem like I'm contemplating my hard. I don't want to seem that way. Well, if you insist. Her face lights up with a big smile. Perfect. Now I have a reason to believe that. And I have a reason to leave that girl. You're doing a good deed by accepting my offer, like the good Samaritan that you are. Right. So, where to? Her arm gesture with the lady's first motion. Lead the way, and probably quick before I get chased down. Oh, free drinks and I get to choose where? How generous. Okay, Miss Perfume Girl, follow me. Miss Perfume Girl? She cackles as she follows my footsteps to destination. I have a name, you know. Won't have a chance to learn it, so you're Miss Perfume Girl because I knew you work at the perfume store. Yuzuha. Kirino Yuzuha. Yuzuha. An unexpected name. I expect something more unisex. And yours? Or should I just call you Miss One Night Stand? I pouted a sarcastic comment, signifying that I didn't find it funny. Asahina Umeko. Umeko-chan, huh? Are we that close already to be used casual honorific? Cute name. Cute name. She walked in and pretended I didn't hear her comment to give me an excuse to not to reply. I'm talking faster so I don't face her, but due to her long legs, she can always end up ahead of me and I have to catch up. Being slightly behind her as his perks though, has given me some time to sneak some glances at her and study her surf them up close. Her straight face gives the impression that she's the cool, quiet, and brooding type. I notice again her long, beautiful eye, I notice again her two bead marks on her left cheek, giving her her unique charm and distinct appearance. Each step of hers exudes a sense of confidence, as if she doesn't care who in the world is looking at her. She garners as many stares from passerby, just like at the mall. She's a celebrity wherever she goes. I don't even know if she's aware that she's constantly got a spotlight on her. Her eyes look toward me, and I hurriedly look away to the road, hoping I didn't get caught. Nothing comes out of her mouth, but which leaves me the little time that we spend walking together to quiet. Makes it a lot slower than expected, even though the bar is only a few streets down. When she arrived at the nearby bar, my throat is itching for some free drinks. Maybe she is drinking a little too much. We take a seat by the bar, and as the place is already packed and filled with people. Her eyes emphasize again when she needs to look down a little while speaking to me. So, what'll it be? Should I order the most expensive drink? I'm not rich, but if that's what you want. I stumbled small due to my excitement of getting an expensive drink, but try my best to maintain a poker face. I guess going easy on your wallet, and money doesn't grow on trees after all. I got to burn her attention and put mine in order. I'll take a gin on the rocks, please. Good choice, I like what you're having. I'll take what she's having. My thumbs twiddle as silence starts after the bartender leaves. Luckily, she begins a conversation saving me from needing to be the one that initiates. We were drinking alone just earlier. My thumbs twiddle even faster in fear that she might judge me for drinking alone, but I answer her truthfully. Yeah? Do you usually drink alone? Depends, but yeah, it's fun to have company, but drinking alone helps clear my thoughts sometimes. Very deep. You seem like a very introspective person. Can't help but laugh. I can't tell if she's sarcastic or not. Huh, do I? It's not that deep. That was the impression I got, yeah. Bartender brings our drinks over in front of us, and I bring my mouth to taste the spicy chilled liquor. Hope you're only drinking buddy, you should hit me up. I'm a heavyweight drinker, so you don't force yourself to be a drinking buddy. She brings her glass to her faintly red lips and takes a big sip of her orange liquid. Hey, I don't extend such an offer if I myself couldn't hold my liquor, would I? She takes another sip and internally doubts her claim. And I internally doubt her claim. But let's see what she's made of. Someone can match my alcohol tolerance. Let's see that happen. Actually, now my field can rival me, so I've been told. Ooh, so scary. I wonder if you're bluffing. Oh, just you wait. Oh, so it's settled, drinking buddies? She half happy glass in the air, letting it clink on my end with a smug smirk on my face. Drinking buddies? I never signed up for one, but I also badly want to show her what I'm made of. I clink her glass with mine and make a deal with her. The deal with the devil. Drinking buddies. We toasted a new friendship, and I can't help but smile a little, seeing how our relationship has strangely changed since the day we first met. Most of my friends end up passing out, or never drinking enough to satisfy me, so I never actually really had a chance to drink to my heart's content with any company. Another reason why I like drinking by myself. But that might actually change with Yuzuha. I smile again, thinking about getting a new drinking buddy, but my smile quickly turns to a quizzical look when I realize something. But wait, weren't you drunk on the night I met you? So how much did you drink to get that on that night to get that drunk? Or were you actually bluffing the entire time about being a heavyweight? Yuzuha laughs and looks at me with a smirk. Who said I was drunk that night? So you're only pretending to be drunk? Why? So a pretty cute girl will take me to her home. Fair enough. She's a smart one. Her answer was so ridiculous that I rendered me unable, absolutely speechless, and all I could do is gape and reply. If I could slap her for being such a scum, I would. Except someone beat me to it. Well, uh-oh. A woman comes stomping up towards me and grabs Yuzuha by the shoulder, laying a hard slap on her pretty little face. Oh. My body freezes on the spot, trying to process the event going on in front of my eyes. You soulless piece of shit! How dare you break up with my friend like that? Through text? What are you, 15-year-old boy? You can't break up with someone face to face? Grow up and stop playing around people's feelings. Just who do you think you are? Just because you're hot shit, it doesn't mean you gotta act like you're an asshole. He doesn't argue back. All she does is sit in there, checking, yelling, with an indifferent facial expression. I sit there awkwardly waiting for the scene to be over, but then the girl drags me into it, too. You. Is she stringing you along, too? You better leave her right now, because she's a menace. You're just gonna have your heart broken, so let me save you the trouble and tell you now. My eyes widen at her assumption, and I shake my head violently, showing that I have no intention. I have nothing to do with Yuzuha romantically. For now. No, we're not together. She touched on me a quick face as she returns to her reprimanding Yuzuha. Don't ever let me see your face. See me. Don't ever let me or my friends see you ever again. You got that? And you're lucky you only get a slap in the face today. If I see you again, you're gonna get more than just a slap. The first girl storms off, leaving me shell-shocked. Yuzuha, on the other hand, acts like nothing happened and is all sipping on her drink. Plenty of eyes on us now from the customers in our vicinity, wondering what's going on, but they soon turn away now the show's over. I feel like I probably shouldn't be addressed what was happened, but it's such a big elephant in the room that it's kind of hard not to. Take a sheepish drink from my drink and decompress after the show. But yikes. I thought she'll be a good girlfriend candidate now that I'm acquainted with her, but second thought, maybe not. She seems to be a huge walking red flag. Lucky for you, I'm colorblind. How unfortunate. Yuzuha then breaks out the loud silence with her silvery voice. Are you afraid of me now? Look over to check if I heard her right. Afraid of you? Me? Afraid of what? She nods her head to the door and only a woman that laughed through. After hearing all that, I focus my gaze on the empty glass in her hand. What is there to be afraid of? That your personal business and that's your personal business and none of it's mine. You're just a drinking buddy. Don't get any ideas. Her chuckle resonates through my ears despite the loud music surrounding us. Oh, I thought you were interested in me. I wasn't not interested in her, but after all that, I didn't think I am anymore. I refuse to answer, so I keep my mouth shut. No comment. Huh, gonna go falling for me now. I can guarantee your heart won't be broken too. You don't have to tell me twice, I've already seen you two counts of heartbreakers with you. Yuzuha tosses her head back with a hearty laugh. I guess you already seen the worst sides of me, huh? Yeah, sadly. She laughs again with that seductive voice of hers. That's too bad. Since she brought up the topic, I might as well ask her about it and keep the conversation going, find out more about her. Intriguing choice in my life. So why are you being a scumbag and playing with all these girls and guys? People's hearts like that? First of all, girls, I'm lesbian for the record. I didn't expect her to be outrightly say it like that. Second of all, it's technically not my fault. I make it clear that it's casual. They all just end up catching feelings and want to get serious about it. And that's when that happens. When that happens, I dip. That explains a lot. Do you ever have places to settle down then? She slops down the rest of her drink. Settling down will only hurt you. There's not such thing as the one, no matter how badly you want it to be true. Constantly wondering if the one is out there and trying to find that will just keep you from running in circles and from getting nowhere. You might find someone and think they're the one, but just watch. The one will eventually. They're the one until eventually, until they're not. And it's over an argument or miscommunication and lack of wanting to try or whatever. So what happens when we break up? Find the next the one. That means there is no the one. The one is the ones you make to be the one. But putting your all into it will just hurt you. And besides, where's the fun in settling? I like the adventure. There's always something new to do and see and try. Without the commitment, and without the hurt. What more can you ask for? Sounds like a fuckboy, but in primo form. Her brain can't seem to wrap around her method of thinking and approaching love. I have a feeling she got hurt in the process once and vowed to never fall in love. Or something like that. I swear I've seen it on a TV show once. So in order to not get hurt, you hurt other girls' feelings not instead. How long have you been doing this for? About 4 years now. 4 years breaking girls' hearts left and right? How old are you? 27. Oh, 2 years older than me. Thought you were my age or younger. Hell, then you better start calling me senpai from now on. In your dreams. Anyway, it's been 4 years since you steadily dated someone. 6, actually. I took 2 years break before starting my casual romantic escapades. But like I said, I make it hard to make clear that I don't intend on spending my entire life with them. They all just end up wanting to something more, and until I can't give them that, if they're looking for the one, it's not me. And so leave as soon as they start showing signs that they want to be exclusive. Simple as that. Huh. And you never develop any deeper feelings for any of the girls you've went out with? Nope. That's really odd. You think you really haven't really loved any of them? Nope, I like them, but not enough to create a future with them. I'm just here for a good time, not a long time. I only do casual flings and friends with benefits. Oh, so you're a womanizer. Try to go big as she hits her Eureka moment. Why yes, I guess I am. That totally has a nice ring to it. Rolls out the tongue nicely. Her face palms disbelief. That one's supposed to be a compliment. Her big beam prideful smile gives off a immature and almost innocent look, even though the script I gave her is nowhere near innocent. I'll take it as a compliment anyway. I shake my hands high. I can't tell if she's being serious or if she's pulling my leg. Aren't you tired, constantly jumping from one girl to another? Not gonna lie, a little. It's been 4 years after all. Wow, 4 years, huh? Tell me about it. But better than that than getting hurt. Jeez, who hurts you that bad for you to be like that? Or have you always been this way? Yuzuha looks down at the empty drink and snickers with a bittersweet smile. And it's the most serious look I've seen on her since I met her, not including her work mode. Who hurt me indeed? Shake the beat breath waits for the bartender's attention. Excuse me, 2 shots of tequila, please. Bartender hands over our shot glasses in the flash and pushes them toward us. She returns to her old smug self and looks at me with a cocky smile. Point is, don't go falling for me. I won't, trust me. Ho-ho, I want to see you try. I want to wipe that conceited smirk off her face. Easy enough. Okay, bet. She turns her shot glass toward me, and my haughty side prematurely accepts the challenge as a mindless bet with a clink of 2 shot glasses. I try the burning lick tequila down my throat and Yuzuha mimics my action. Bet. Our eyes meet and stay fixated on each other's colored orbs for a second longer than I'd like, but I break the contact and proceed to order another drink. You think that I'm that easy to fall for someone carrying huge red flags? Come on, I'm smarter than that. Bartender, no shot of vodka, please. You sure are taking advantage of these free drinks, huh? You said you were gonna pay for it all, so you can't back down now. Go before you go make me bankrupt. She finds her phone over with the line app open and points to it. I need your line ID. If everyone raise eyebrows suspiciously for motives. As Connie, somehow we're gonna be my drinking buddy, right? Fair point. I said we type in my line ID and she hits the send friend request button. Gotta make your acquaintance, drinking buddy. I turn her signature to smirk without showing any sign of submission. Glad to make your acquaintance. We're drinking tonight for a little longer, but as the hour progresses further into night, I give mercy to her wallet and we soon leave the bar, parting ways at the station. Not to mention that we both have work early tomorrow. Back to reality, I guess. Well, thank you again for the drinks, I appreciate it. No problem, I owe you anyway. And a drinking buddy, that already makes it a great night. Just let me know when you need a drink, and I'll always say yes, for the most part. I'll take your word for it. The train arrives with a loud roar, and the doors slide open for all the passengers to exit and enter. She joins the crowd and bids me farewell. Good night, get home safe. Doors close and the distance between us goes further and further as the train rides off in the distance. Maybe she's not so bad after all. Despite, being a womanizer. Wait, no, Umeko. She might not be so bad after all, but you can't go falling for her. She's boastful, heartless womanizer and player. She never reciprocate your feelings anyway. And most importantly, you can't lose that bet. Yes, the bet's the most important part, the bet. I mean, just because you can't fall for her doesn't mean you can't enjoy yourself and maybe, take advantage of the whole, friends with benefits type deal that she said she was okay with. I mean, why not, if she's offering? I set up a big yawn as I continue to restock the chocolate mushroom candies on the shelves, rubbing the tiredness from my dry eyes. So I can look at my watch to see that there's still 30 minutes left in the clock. Maybe if I'm done restocking the area, I'll scout the bento section to see what's left. Sure, I can get a good end of the day discount. Maybe I can buy some Chuhai drinks to go along with it. And then I'll probably head straight to watch some Korean street dancing reality TV show. I need to see Japanese teams dance battle. I'm really hoping they don't get eliminated. Just think about tonight's relaxation night sends a waves of bliss. Yeah, just think about tonight's relaxation night. Relaxation night hits sends a wave of bliss, healing me from my exhaustion. The only thing that keeps me alive that day. I begin to flatten the cardboard box on the cart and get ready to head for the next section, but an unexpected voice creeps in my ear, scaring me. Boo. Yeah. I cover my ears from the tickle in my mouth, and my mouth tries to stop my scream, but that's not the tears I'm getting from my people in the aisle. Brucey bound apologize to them, but they don't seem to care that much and return to their browsing their snacks. Cobra is busy snickering like that little child who would just pranked her teacher successfully. I lightly smack her on her arm and give her a disgruntled look. What the heck? Ha, sorry, I just had to. You seem like you're in your own little world. I was, and you ruined it. She's still not holding her laughter from an initial reaction. Doesn't seem to be the least bit sorry. What are you doing here anyway? And we are being customer, ma'am. Usually holds up and waits with a pencil in her hand at me. So I get some sweets for dessert and saw you in the aisle. Don't worry, I'm not a stalker, unlike someone. It takes me a while to register what she means. But then the moment from the last time we met flashed across my mind. Oi, I wasn't stalking you. I just happened to be at the same bar as you. She snickers again, clearly having a blast teasing me. I give her an eye roll and head shake. Okay, you can continue with your shopping then. I'll leave you be. I'll take my leave. I turn around and start checking to the next section, but her hand latches onto my apron, stopping me in my tracks. Wait. She pulls closer and I can feel her breath in my ears again. Have a little dinner date with me. A bento party. She raised her bento again as I feel it enticing me to say yes. But I think more than that to convince me to give up on my relaxation night for a bento party. Oh, and of course we can't forget the drinks. Maybe she knows me a little too well despite us knowing each other for only 2 weeks. I'm in. Girl, Umeko, I'm starting to worry about your drinking habits here. Like, actually, you can't be drinking every single night. It's not healthy for you. A big smile appears on her face, knowing that her bait was 100% effective. I mean, at least she's not getting drunk every night, right? She goes drinking, so I guess there's that at least. I'm no drinking expert. Hello, hero. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. I kind of missed that earlier, if that was a while ago, but we're playing more Yuri today. But where? I'm not one to have a picnic at 7 p.m. outside in the dark. What about your place? You know, any sane person would pitch their own place first before volunteering someone else's place. My place is a mess. And you assume mine isn't? It looked pretty clean when I was last there. Last time you were there was 2 weeks ago. Exactly. It's high time for me to visit again. I won't know if it's a messy until I see it with my own eyes. I try to change the topic to deviate from the idea of going to my place. My apartment is my own safe sanctuary, and I'm not ready for it to intrude on just yet. Even if she did once already. So what? You can't invite me to a nice fancy dinner? If you're gonna have to be my girlfriend if you don't want that to happen, Missy. Never mind, let's eat outside on the bench somewhere. Great, it's sunny today too, though I still think your place will be better. I turn around and loosen her grip on my apron, and cross my arms to show that I don't have the time to play around. But I feel like you have some ulterior motive for pushing up to go to my place. User's eyes look to be on the side of User's eye look to the side with a mischievous smile on her face. Of course not. Sex fiend. She acts exaggeratedly surprised as if I just accused her of murdering someone. Whoa, am not. I'm hurt you would ever think that. Why would you assume that even if it is in the first place? Perhaps you're the sex fiend here, Naughty. The smug smirk comes back in a split second, and she wags her finger at me as she pins a dirty-minded floss on me. I send her the dagger-filled eyes of judgment and disgust. Either way, we're not going to my place. She puts her hand like a robber surrendering to the police and drops her smile, replacing it with a dissatisfied face. Okay, I get it. We'll eat outside on the bench. Maybe eating outside will give you some fresh air to clear that guttered mind of yours. Asahina-kun, is everything alright here? My body instantly changed up as an unexpected voice entered the conversation. I smiled to meet a supervisor and put my customer service smile, albeit nervously. Yes, everything is. He was gonna touch my shoulder and I freeze up again. Her hands are warm as if I had a heat pack to put against the top of my shoulders. It feels strangely nice. Or maybe it's just because my shoulders were getting cold from the air conditioning blasting in the supermarket. Oh yes, I think this is just fine here. This dandy young lady was just helping me find the snack I was looking for. I feel twitch in the side of my smile as it falters, but I couldn't do my best to smile in front of the manager. Oh, okay then, please continue on. Takes his leave and walks out the aisle. When he does, my fake smile instantly disappears. So I turn to Yuzuha and take a look, and she looks at me with a small grin, almost like a puppy waiting for some command. I still try to miss the left before my shift ends. Are you willing to wait that long? She looked down the store, surviving the size of it. Of course, I'm sure there'll be something here to entertain me for the next while longer. I'm very easily entertained. For a second, I half expected her to say that she wouldn't be willing to wait. I feel relieved that she turns out to be the opposite. Not quite when I'm done. Sure. I proceeded to resume my work duties, but turn around to see if Yuzuha still had left or not. She's still standing there, facing my direction, and her eyes be 6 feet away. Her head tilts in a confused manner. I have a free sample at the frozen food section if you want. Yuzuha's a surprised expression, followed by a chuckle. Thanks for the tip. And with that, I leave her to her own devices and return my remaining 20 minutes to work. I like the dynamic. Umeko's not just not taking any of her shit, although she is still swooning internally. I wonder who will break first. That's kind of interesting. Who will be the one to make the crossover first? After my shift, I look around the area that Yuzuha said she's at, and then it'll take long to spot who I'm looking for among the kind of people looking over at the bento section. She sticks out like a sore thumb, not just because of her height, but also because of her highlight hair color that contrasts the dark-haired masses in the business attire, looking to snatch at the end of the day discounting bentos. She too seems really focused on the bentos, hand on chin and making a thinking pose. I squeeze through the crowd and poke Yuzuha to get her attention, causing her to flinch in reaction. Her turns toward me and I sense a warm smile in my direction. Why are you saying someone telling you the bentos? Were you considering your choices? Nope, just trying to guess which one you would like. I look at the selection and it's dwindled from the last time I saw it. Only a few of the popular ones have left. And I'm sure the rest will only have a few remaining as well as by the end of the hour. My favorite karaage bento catches my eye, and my aunt immediately darts to it to show it off to Yuzuha. Did you guess correctly? Nope, I thought you had the impression that you would choose something healthier. Well, now you know that I don't have to have the healthiest of taste. She just hands her basket over and point to it. I look inside and see her own bento, along with a couple of snacks and a small variety of Chuhai drink beer. Here, let me pay for it. Oh, are you sure? I'm shocked at her generosity. She already paid for my drinks at the last time we met. Now she's willing to pay for my drinks by dinner too? My puzzled face probably says 1,000 words as she answers my question. Yep. I'm asking for you to accompany me after all. I'm a little skeptical at first, but I end up bashfully putting it into the shopping basket. Just then a man bumps into me and almost makes me lose my footing, causing me to accidentally bleed into Yuzuha. Apologies. Yuzuha holds my arm to steady me, and I get a whiff of her signature perfume that's now become very familiar. Sun skinship causing my heart to unexpectedly skip a beat, and suddenly reprimand myself for it. She glares at me at the man for a second before checking out if I'm okay. It's getting crowded here, let's go. Do you want to grab anything else before you go, leave? No. Yuzuha's hand position smoothly transitions from my arm to my hand, and nearly holds it to lead me out of the busy area. Her soft touch surprises me. I thought she would be the type to be rough with people since she gives off a bad girl image, but her grip feels compassionate and tender. Could you be part of the act? Can't go falling for it, Umeko. Remember the bet. I follow like a pet being guided, slowly examining the hand guiding me. Her hands are slightly bigger than mine, with a healthy vitamin D filled skin tone that makes my collection look like I'm a ghost. Just like before, I can hear her warmth radiating onto me where the contact is. This time being my hand rather than my shoulder. She'd be great to sleep next to during the winter months, wouldn't she? Or they shake the image out of my noggin. Maybe true, but why did I default to thinking that? She eases her grip and I suddenly notice we're already at the checkout, which jolts me out of my daydream. Is she working some kind of charm wizardry or something? Is that how she gets us all the girls? She's too powerful. Scaring me. As she checks out the items at the self-checkout, we start heading out our way to the nearby bench that I sometimes eat at, and leave my strange thoughts at the supermarket. Her defenses are not that tall, not highly raised that she's getting affected this much. The bench isn't that far off, and it's situated next to a slow river, looking out to a multitude of lit-up buildings across it. It's only about a minute walk from the shopping mall, and it's a great place for us to get away from the hustle and bustle despite being so close to the metropolis. You can often see people go for walks and runs around here, so it's also a great place to do some people watching. Sun is still peeking out from behind the buildings, casting a deep orange hue in the sky that mixes harmoniously into the purples and blues. I sit down and make myself at home while Yuzuha looks around skeptically. But soon enough, she sits herself next to me as I prepare to dig into my dinner. I hear my stomach rumbling as I open the lid and start staring in awe at the simple yet delicious bento in my lap. You know, I didn't think they would actually be eating outside on a bench. I said what I said and I meant what I said. I won that true to word, I like that. She also falls soon begins to unravel her grilled beef bento. Oh, good choice. Of course, I'm one of great taste after all. I really choke on my food on a comment. What are you laughing about? You don't think it's true? No comment. You should know all the girls I've dated. You should see all the girls I've dated. As a fellow lesbian, you would also. She stops mid-sentence and raises her questioning eyebrow, looking puzzled. Are you lesbian? I don't think I've ever asked. You just assumed I was lesbian the entire time? Hers look away guiltily as she flashes me a small, timid smile. I might have. My bad. But I like to think my gaydars are pretty strong. However, do correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't mean to assume anything. Now that I think about it, I don't think I said anything about my sexuality. I just kind of went with the flow with whenever she made moves and dodged them. I usually keep my sexuality under wraps since there's never much of a chance to ever bring it up to anyone outside from dates and close friends. But since she's also lesbian, I feel safe enough to unveil a secret. Yes, you seemed right. I'm pretty gay. I'm pretty gay too, yeah. Just the casual way she says it. She snaps her fingers and winks at me. Bingo, told you my gaydar was good. But if you weren't, I wouldn't be surprised if you fell for my charms. I've helped many women who thought they were straight figure out they weren't what they want in life, you know? Ooh. I mean, that's what I think I would like to see. Could you give details, please? I roll my eyes at her boasting about her life achievements. You're so conceited. I know. She shows me that complacent face smile of hers once again. The one that I also want to erase every time I see it. And to answer your previous question, no, I don't want to see your horde of girls and exes. You're gonna make me envious for having so many girls while someone who's serious about getting a girlfriend, can't even get a single girl lately. Her eyes open wide in genuine shock as she couldn't believe her ears. What? You never seen a single woman before? You never seen a single woman before? Her eyes go wide her wide eyes go back to their regular size and she shakes her head. But so cute. How are you single? I thought you decided to decline my events because you were taken. I nearly choked on my peach chicken going down my throat again, and I gave her a bewildered, flushed face. You thank my ex for making me single. Stop calling me cute. I'm being serious. I wasn't, and still am not throwing that compliment around just to see you blush. Though I do find it kind of amusing. Yuzuha quietly snickers, and I ignore her teasing by cracking a can of flavored beer, downing it as much as I can. Her bring up my single status pains me a little as flashbacks of a previous relationship resurface. It only lasted 4 months, but it still hurts to remember the person that you love a lot slowly losing interest in you and eventually to leaving. I never served the alcohol and stuffed my face with my remaining rice residing in my bento. The wind picks up and my hair gets in the way of my food, but it's too late to get care of right now. However, Yuzuha doesn't let that happen and helps me brush my hair out of the way. Ooh. Nice. Her mysterious warm hand against my face, catching me up by surprise. It sends shivers down my spine as her fingers brush against the tip of my ear while tugging my windable hair behind it. Careful, don't choke. And forget about your ex. If you haven't already, I'm sure you'll find someone who'll love you wholeheartedly. Funny coming from someone who's hurt so many women and girls' heart and didn't believe in settling down. I had the nail on the head, didn't I? Well, I might not be the best one to settle, but you probably want to, right? I'm not hurting them, they're hurting themselves. But that's besides the point. Basically, you'll find someone eventually. Especially because from what I've seen so far, you're caring, kind, cute. Diesel. She giggles again, probably thinking back to all the times she made me flustered. Even though all I've done is be curt to you, even though I've done be curt to you, give you only sharp replies and be mean to you. She throws her head back and laughs loudly, even though there's nothing that I said was funny. You call that mean? Oh, you must have never seen mean before. She's right, she's probably seen and experienced a lot more than the sheer amount of people she goes out with. Especially judging by that slap she got earlier. Not to mention she probably gets slapped silly by all the heartbroken girls. I've seen it happen twice already. Not many people were willing to get dragged a random stranger home just because she was afraid they'd be rained on the streets. And not many people would run after someone just to tell them their drink was most likely tampered with. That's just because I care too much for it to a fault. I didn't want to do all that, I just couldn't help it. Yuzuha smiles at me in a tender manner, something I'm not completely used to seeing yet. You're a little different, you know that? Am I? I'm just your average girl next door. Who cares too much for her own good? And that's what I like about you. Our eyes lock onto each other in the dark, but I can still make out the shine in her chocolate-colored eyes. As if my heart wasn't already thumping out of my ribcage. The drumming feeling inside me speeds up after hearing the words like it, and I can't seem to stop it. And it continues being down like mad as I feel her warm hand stealing one side of my face from the breeze. Yuzuha moves closer, but it causes my grocery bag between us to wrestle and break me out of my trance. I swiftly move away from her, and then chilly wind hits me where my hand was. I suddenly grab my beer from the grocery bag and hand it to her while trying my best not to look at her. Evaded once again. You don't have another drink yet. You should join me in drinking. You're my drinking buddy, right? Why aren't you drinking yet? Instead of paying, I hand over a random beer, and to my relief, she accepted it, as if there wasn't a moment between it just a few seconds ago. The loud crack of the can opening rings through the quiet surroundings and lull of the river, travels back to my ears alongside my bellowing heartbeat. I'm glad the light of light is somewhat able to hide my tomato-faced flesh face, or else I might really wouldn't be able to face her ever again. When I take a peek at her, she's staring out into the river, drinking her lychee-flavored Yuzuha beer. The lampost's dull light illuminates the place poorly, but I can still see her well-defined profile view from my earrings. She looks incredibly cool as she quietly drinks her beer, like she's posing for a commercial shoot sponsored by the brand. Yuzuha could definitely be a model, but with how tall and pretty she is, my heartbeat starts to rise again, so I immediately look away as it slows down. I sip my drink in silence, albeit in awkward silence. She wasn't such a red flag, and she didn't have that bet. I definitely would have to be head over heels for her by now. But we're just drinking buddies. That's all we are. Just drinking buddies. I'm perfectly fine with that. Suddenly she breaks the silence with a yawn, takes a big stretch, sprawling out against the back of the bench. What time do you have to go? I assume you have work tomorrow. I check my phone and see the screen showing 9:03 p.m. How they just passed by already. I work tomorrow, yeah, but I don't usually sleep until midnight anyway. I see you're a night owl. What about you? Do you have work tomorrow? Yeah, but it's a closing shift, so I start a little later. Maybe to sleep early tonight. I see you're also a night owl. We probably have a lot of things in common, huh? Yeah, somehow. Maybe we are destined to meet each other. Tells a can of beer at her, and she manages to catch it, but the unsuspecting object, despite almost dropping it. Kinda of this happy stuff. What the heck? She puts the can back in the bag and finishes the current drink with a few guzzles. Ha, that's the good stuff. Something from the screen flashes on it, and it vibrates on a bench, signaling an incoming call. Yuzuha looks down and quickly locks the phone to stop the vibration. Not gonna answer that? No, I'm with you right now. Would it be a little rude of me to answer a call while I'm talking to someone? Yeah, but I really don't mind. Might have been some of your many girlfriends. You make it sound like I'm seeing 10 girls at once. Are you not? She opens another can of beer and sips it and takes a sip of her new beer. Just who do you take me for? I cross my arms and think about it for a bit. I don't know, a bona fide Casanova or something like that? Rather than hear my comment, she bursts out in a huge laughing fit, slapping her knee from laughing too hard. Oh man, you're hilarious, oh god. Her finger wipes a tear away from it, wipes a tear of joy rolling down her eyes. What, am I wrong though? I mean... She goes through another laughing fit and I just ignore her until she calms down. I think it takes her about a minute or so to collect herself, and she continues to wipe her tears. I mean, the most I've seen at once is 3 girls. 3? That's still a lot. That's still a lot. I can't judge more than that simultaneously, I don't think. 3 girls is still a lot, honestly. Yeah, I'm not doing that again. After that, I just got stuck with 2 at max at once. 2 max. I feel like the normal thing to say is 1 max. So how many are you seeing now? What do you want to know? Why can't I know? I'm just curious. There's really no other reason. She holds in her laughter and successfully expresses it without making a snarky remark. Nah, just 1 girl, that's called. I looked at her phone, suspecting that her lady friend is going to call again. She'll probably call her back or something. She might be worrying. She can wait. I'll call her when I get home. I look at my phone again and see that another 15 minutes has passed already. Why did time get faster? Speaking of home, I think it's time to go. Oh, we're saying that I saying that you wanted to get me to call my girl back. No, I'm saying that because it's getting late and it's chilly, you don't even have a jacket. She shrugs in a nonchalant manner and stands up while proceeding to finish her drink. I don't get cold easily. But since you're so insistent on going home, I guess we can start heading to the station. Yuzuha begins to pick up the garbage and the burning drinks we didn't finish. I help her tidy the bench sleepishly and suddenly start feeling bad for ending the party. God, making me sound like a party pooper. Yeah, I'm trying to make you feel bad. Give her a concerned frown to show that her ploy is working very well. Stop looking so sad, I'm joking. She rolls with my hair lightly and shoots me a signature smirk, reassuring me. My frown turns to the peeve expression from her messy hair from messing up my hair, and my frown turns to a peeve expression from her messing up my hair, and I go down to push Frey's tray back in place. Alright, Grandma, let's get you home and get to bed. How long she tried to start without me waiting for me, making me lag behind with my tiny steps. Well, this is where I part ways, I guess. I stopped at the diverging paths leading to our different train platforms. Yeah, they're getting for the meal today. Don't worry about it, it's only 500 yen. I think I've been saying this for a while, but I do generally feel bad because you keep paying for me. Then you can buy me drink or food next time we hang out. I'm always surprised if you have to pay it again. Then if I want to make you pay next time, make sure to stop me if I do end up paying. If you say so. With that, she turns around and looks toward her platform while sending a small wave goodbye and a wink. See you next time. I watch her show up the escalators, blending into the crowd of people, disappearing into the distance without a trace. If they're gone, I myself take my way back to my designated platform and head home in a chilly night. As soon as I step into my apartment, I dart from my bed and face plant my pillow, letting the fatigue from the busy day sink in. I usually go shower and change out my clothes before I fall asleep, but the pillow is just so too comfy. Just a few minutes, I'll feel myself fall slowly into slumber, but then a message notification and vibration in my hand jolts me awake. I go to ignoring the location, assuming it's just the usual banter from my friend group, but a certain player's name shows up on the screen instead. I'm noticed even myself, I perk up and see my body miraculously just melts away. I roll on my back and into a more comfortable position and hold the phone over my face to start replying to her. Ah, cute. And the leftovers to my collection that I can't ever seem to finish. Her photo shows the leftover can of Shohai beer in front of what seems to be an endless supply of beer in the fridge. The photo motivates me to get up from my bed and share my own fridge with full of beer. Can't lose to her. Vision my phone and take a picture of the best angle that will show my collection, not want to seem inferior. And send. A few seconds I see with 3 dots indicating that she's typing. Not bad, not bad. Not bad yourself. Lol. Glad to see you got home safe. And her icon is a fruit. I don't know is that a yuzu fruit? Is it a yuzu fruit? well, Umeka's here is also a drink. Thanks, you too. You gonna sleep soon? I was in the middle of falling asleep until you messaged me. I'll shut down and message you then. My bad. I could have been in fast sleep right now, but I don't exactly hate that she messaged me. No, it's good. No, it's a good thing you messaged me. I'll fall asleep without showering or taking off my makeup. Ha! Call me a lifesaver. What about you? Maybe in a bit. I don't have really shit tomorrow anyway. But I'll let you rest. You said you have work get up early, right? Thanks for coming out with me tonight. You don't have to thank me. You don't have to thank me with. You don't have to thank me with that. You don't have to thank me with lol, and I don't sleep until 12 anyway. I told you. I wait for minutes, but no further messages or return. Guess conversation ends here. Hopefully I'm being dragged along by her groove. I toss one onto the blanket and start getting ready for bed. Maybe I'll try sleeping early tonight. What do you mean you can't make it? I'm already here at the station. I'm sorry, it's just that I suddenly got called to do something important by someone that may or may not be the new guy I just met. Start ditching me, a friend of 4 years, for some guy you just met? Listen, this is a crucial moment. This is something that could make the relationship or break it. I smacked my head, almost thinking that this is this is some sort of elaborate prank. But I get it. I get big grown and decide to let go. You owe my 10 drinks. Oh my god, thank you. I love you, Mo-chan. Yeah, now go before I can change my mind. Thank you. Hanging up and leaning against the railing, feeling lost. Now what? I look at the time on my phone and it reads 10:47 a.m. I came over here out for nothing. It's still early. Guess I can head home and sleep for the rest of the day. I'm already out though, and I'm planning to be out the entire day. We're supposed to go check that new pop-up store in the Shibuya, but I guess that's not happening. Might I just go by myself? There's no fun going out alone. Stacy at the nearby bench and decided to look up Shibuya to see if there's anything special happening today, if I can check out. I could also go grocery shopping and run errands, perhaps. Time Tap on the screen bar and a recent history of me looking up a certain Yuzu wine brand sparks in my head. Yuzuha. I thought myself with a crazy idea. Would you say yes to such short notice? And assuming she's free, even free, knowing her, she's probably out with a girl or something. I don't know line, look for a conversation, which I just happened to see at the very top. Right in Ringo-chan's. Probably gonna work out this, aren't I? My fingers go to type the request, making sure the sound as nonchalant as possible. Yo, wanna hang out Shibuya today? I shut the bottom to see if there were instead of the 3 thoughts indicating that she's typing, but nothing. I don't expect her to answer, but I still keep my eyes on the conversation window to catch her reply. Comments pass, but there's still no response. Whatever. I do the conversation with them and start making my to-do list to get mine off Yuzuha. And I had expectations anyway. I didn't have no expectations anyway. I don't have all day to just sit here and wait for her to come and hang out with me. But deep down, I can't help but feel a little dejected for some reason. Oh well. I get up from the bench and start making my way to the nearby Baizo to go shopping for some house supplies. As I embarked my journey, to my beloved 200 yen store, a notification rings on my phone. I check to see that it was from, hoping it's Yuzuha. Even though I tried to limit my hopes in case it's Ringo-chan calling in, I feel my heart light up a little when I see Yuzuha's name next to the line logo. Yeah, opens into a conversation. I almost dropped my phone when I see what I was sent. Getting back, I'm changing. I'll be here in 20 minutes. Is that okay? Meet you at the station, yeah? Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! What the heck? That phone doesn't show anything crucial, but the center bear collarbone gives me such devilish vibe that I almost feel guilty for looking at it. Ho ho ho, okay. Her collarbone's well defined, along with her jawline, both being complemented by her cascading mixture of light and dark hair. Her tongue sticks out as if just teasing you, knowing full well that she's only gave you a preview of what was not the full image, leaving out the most rest on purpose. She knows exactly what she's doing. I'm here falling for the bait. Can't help that she has such a nice figure. She's slim and tall with the features that are very attractive. Honestly speaking, she's hot. I really been staring at the photo for a few minutes and too long, quickly reply to her message. Yeah, outside the station. I like my phone put it away in my pocket, but the image of her collarbone still remains burned in my head. Stop playing with me, Yuzuha. I tried to leave the image out of my head, but to no avail. I still see it clear to my mind's eye. Just think of her eye candy, nothing else. Yes, just eye candy. Do not fall for her. To get my mind off her, I started looking for around nearby stores and window shop. I'll go some time before she gets home here anyway. It didn't take long for Yuzuha to arrive, and I returned to the station to greet her. Yo, sorry for the wait. I tried to get here as fast as possible on such short notice. No worries. I don't expect you to agree to come on it, though. Yeah, it's pretty random to just pop up in my notification like that, but I was thinking, why not? I didn't have anything planned today anyway. Interesting, I thought you'd be hanging out with your girls. I like my private time too, you know. But that aside, where are we heading to, miss? To be honest, I didn't really have a plan in mind, aside from regular plan to going grocery shopping and running errands. I didn't plan on anything exciting. I don't think I'm bad for asking to come out and just help me run errands. I was planning on going to buy some house supplies, but other than that, nothing much really planned. Alright, we'll start hanging out then. More domestic life, yay! As we trek our way through the well-known 200 yen store, Yuzuha starts to interrogate me to get rid of the silence between us. So, what brings you here all of a sudden? What brings you here? What brings you out here all by your lonesome, so lonely that you had to call me up? Well, I was supposed to go check out a pop-up store with my friend, but she only ended up canceling at the last minute. So I rebound. No, well, okay, a little. But I already made my way here, so I didn't want to go straight home. I was planning on just running errands, but I took a shot in the dark and invited you out. She tilts her head down and looks at me instantly, with a big grin on her face. I'm at least honored that you thought of me. Don't be, honestly. Like I said, I don't have anything special planned, so if you have anything you'd like to see, feel free to pitch something. We can just go run your errands, I don't mind. You sure? Yeah, of course, why not? I don't know, I dragged you all the way out here and just to run errands. Doesn't sound fun at all. She shrugs indifferently and tilts her head while looking at me with big brown eyes. Sounds fun to me. Then, as long as you don't mind. Her hands pat me on the head comfortingly, consoling me in my worries. What about you? Don't you have better things to do than follow me around? She looks aside in a guilty manner and rubs the back of her neck. Her eyes start darting around as she's looking around for someone that might be following her. You could say on the run. Oh, on the run? On the run? First you were a serial dater, and now you're a wanted fugitive? Just what kind of life do you lead? response turns into an uncomfortable grimace and produces a wincing expression. I told someone I was supposed to be stuck at home dealing with a leaking pipe at home today, so... Is it one of your girlies? Yeah, I told her that we should be stop seeing each other at night, and she didn't take it too well. I facepalm, shake my head in disappointment. Well, but also, what's new? Should you really be out here then? You should probably go home. I'm not doing anything special today anyway. I'd rather not ugly stand there and witness you get slapped again for the 100th time. Oh, are you worrying about me? I'm worried about myself and my sanity. Ha, I should be fine. It's okay if I get slapped. I'm used to it. I get a little distressed. I give a distressing sigh, hoping it'll show my endless discontent at her. Don't think that sounds really not normal? I'm gay. I'm not normal in the first place. Got you there. Her arms then snake around my shoulders, pulling me close with an evil grin. I stood up from the skinship and keep my poker face while trying to predict her next move. And it's okay. I have you to help me get rid of such a situation should have happened, right? So meet him after your meat shield and take the hit for you. Don't say it like that. You can be my pretend girlfriend to drive her away. Or something like that. I gulp at the word girlfriend, but I try to keep up with my poker face. Smile beaming out from her face shows that no signs of joking around, so I shake her arm off gently and decline her offer. I'd rather not get slapped in the face today, thank you very much. Then you better hope that we don't run into her. She's pretty feisty, and knowing her, she'll definitely slap you. That certainly isn't very reassuring. Think about it this way, it's fair trade. You're using me as a rebound, and I'm using you for a meat shield. I mean, a fake girlfriend. It's all fair trade, ain't it? Look in the distance to think about it. No, it's not a fair trade. She lets her infectious laugh, causing her a few cuts to turn away. You stop choosing to play with the clingy girls. I don't only go out with clingy girls. There have been plenty of others that know the boundaries and are also here to have fun. There's just some that get the lines blurred a lot. But I can't help it. They're too cute. How could you know such cute girls? She puts a hand on her heart and makes a little frowning, innocent face. I'm salty on the inside after all. All I can do is give her a blank face and stare at her. I don't know what to say to that. And two, can't believe her. You really have to stop that. If you truly are softy like you say you are, you shouldn't think about how heartbroken they'll be once you leave them after they catch more feelings than they should have. Guilty party looks away, knowing full well that I'm correct. And that's why I'm getting rid of the last one, and that's why I'm getting rid of this last one and letting her down gently. Oh my gosh, you're learning? Are you finally getting over player days? I'll be a good influence on you. I'm sure that'll make you feel better. No sarcasm. I have to get credit though. You did make me realize that maybe I'm getting a little tired of after you mentioned that one night. Maybe it's time for me to take a little break. Class my hands together and leave. Hearing that this serial player is finally coming to her senses. I'm so proud of you. Her eyebrows raised in a doubt in my statement. Was that sarcasm as well? Nope, I'm just happy for you. And happy for all the future girls that won't get their heart broken. Maybe she gets the break of yours as an opportunity to go soul searching or something. Go traveling, maybe? Might just figure out something about yourself, and... I was Yuzuha is by my side, and I look back to retrace my steps to find my lost puppy. Yuzuha stands still and looking at a certain shop to the right of us. The store sports a fancy yet minimalist exterior, and through the glass doors I see inside inside painted pure white and with accents of black. Gives us a clean, spacious look. Even through an array of perfumes lined up on the tables and counters. Reminds me a little what Yuzuha's store, and I can picture her in the black suit fitting in very well with his perfume shop. Yuzuha stops marveling at the store and quickly comes back to my side, ready to resume our journey. Sorry, I got distracted. Let's go. I swear the store that she looked so eager to go into once more. It's empty save for 2-3 people inside roaming around. Do you want to go in? No, it's okay. I was just looking. Even a 5-year-old could tell that she was interested in going in with the way she was staring at it earlier. I turn on and start walking toward the store, giving her no choice but to follow me. Her eyes wide in confusion, the dark brown orbs asking why. It's the least I can do since I dragged her out here anyway. I'm in the market for a new perfume, maybe. Don't hurt, check it out. Smile immediately appears on her face, grinning from ear to ear like a child like on Christmas Day. I can probably see your tail wagging. Shirley joins me in a little side quest to the perfume shop, where may or may not be blown a hole in my wallet, depending on how well she can convince me. Right as we open the door, a blast of floral and musky smell hit us as a worker greets us promptly. Hello, two customers. How are you today? We're doing great, thank you. Fantastic. Is there anything you're looking for today? No, we're just browsing. Ah, alright. Please let me know if you need anything. Rory slowly backs away from Yuzu and spends no time getting straight into smelling Let's get straight to smelling the many scented elixirs on display. I tug her around as she sniffs the many perfumes on display and geeks out. Oh, smell this one. You might like this. As a note of pear and bergamot, very clean. Strong smell of that perfume reminds me of the ones I smelled at Yuzuha store a while back. Scent is similar, that just simply different from that one that I enjoy a lot. Yuzuha puts the sample down and quickly moves onto the one that catches your attention. Now she gasps a little. Well, we don't carry this one in our store. Pick out a small square bottle with a simple design on the front. This smells like oolong tea. Might not sound like up your alley, but my scent has a citrus and a bergamot feel, along with a subtle tea scent that's so mellow that it blends in perfectly with the other scents in the perfume. It also lasts a long time while it's just all spritz, so it's pretty worth it. I'll highly recommend it. She sets the bottle back down and starts admiring the other bottles next to it. I just quite like the one you recommended me the first time. What's it called? A Laboratorio Olfatios Need You. Yeah, that. Interesting. I'll keep that in mind. Yuzuha travels to a different island of perfumes, and I watch from afar at her intense interest in all of them. Her perfume will talk like bringing out a certain charm that I don't see often. The only thing being that one time Ringo-chan dragged me into their shop. Her immense knowledge about perfume and accurate recommendations show that she has more than just looks. Just like her professional side that I saw makes her seem much sexier than she already is. You just can't help but fall for her. Oh no, my thoughts getting interrupted quickly by Yuzuha sending our perfume sample my way. Although this one has a citrus scent, it has more of a top note as a tea such as black tea and chamomile. Could be something different for you, but it's still familiar. I'll leave my little word and see Yuzuha pulling out a little sample of perfume, smelling brightly. I smell the perfume offered and take the mental notes on whether it ranks compared to all the other ones I've been smelling in the past 10 minutes. Nothing matters since the price points for all of them to be way past my budget. Do you think I'll be going home with this one today? Maybe not today. She sets the sample down, chuckles. That's okay, I get that they're expensive. Just make sure to come find me when you ask to spend your money on new perfume. Might be able to get you a discount on my store. She swings steadily and walks past me toward the exit. Alright, let's go. I had my fair share of perfumes for the day. I'm sure you tried from all the strong scents anyway. Her own perfume leaves a trail of scent amidst the store's aroma and passes me. I follow her path outside into the shining sunlight. Yuzuha does a big stretch and looks at me, waiting for me to carry on with the directions after the detour just now. But just what came over me suddenly inside the shop. Just I was in a spell and I was being controlled by Cupid. I feel like every time I look at Yuzuha, a carefree smile self and mine is all over the place. Hello, knock knock, Earth Umeko. Her hand makes waves in my face as if the rain magic of the perfume shop wore off. Money mind clears up as I feel more like myself again. I blink awake from my trance and start continuing our trek back to Baizo. You okay? All that scent got to get to you? I did make you smell a lot. Yeah, it must have been all this perfume I smelled make me think awry. I'm fine, let's go. I shove the weird thoughts and try to continue the rest of the journey as normal as I can. She's fallen for her. The store welcomes us with a horde of cheap household items laid out neatly in their respective sections. Yuzuha looks around the store and soaks up the immense amount of products of that store. I haven't been to Baizo in a hot minute. Really, Baizo's my favorite place. There's so much cute stuff and cheap stuff. It literally has everything. Don't you need to buy household items? Not really, my place is pretty bare, and why go out when there's online shopping? Touche. I open my phone and check out my to-buy checklist. Okay, first I have to find some small containers, then I'm going to need some new pens. Oh, and then some disposable masks, and... Ma'am, you are under arrest for being too cute. She sets my wrist through a toy handcuff and pointed a plastic gun at me while sporting a police cap that's a little too small for her. I look at her bewildered, but can't help but a little laugh seeing her little get-up. What are you doing, you idiot? Her face is straight and serious, but it soon bursts out of the facade and into a small giggle. I told you, arresting you for being too cute. Oh, shut it. I shake the handcuffs off me and start to make my way to the stationery section to start my shopping quest. Hey, you're pulling the opposite right now. Come back here at this instant. Yuzuha returns to props and cues, tagging along with me on my errand journey. We spend the next 30 minutes checking things off my checklist, with Yuzuha occasionally sidetracking me. I try to shop as fast as possible, but ended up taking longer than I expected due to all the distraction products around every corner. When we finally make our way to the checkout after about 40 minutes, Yuzuha drags my attention off track once again. Oh well, how cute, matching mugs. I take a look at the matching mugs and you'll notice the cute dog mugs sitting next to each other. One is white apart from a spotted white, while the other is brown with a round eyebrows. But they both have their tongue sticking out. I don't take you for the type someone likes matching things. More like I used to know someone that did. She looks longingly at the mugs in her hands, seemingly reminiscing about something. I know what she's thinking about. Do you want the mugs? You've been staring at it for a while now. She finds a bittersweet smile and returns the mugs back to their spare spots. Who am I gonna match with? You? Pick up the 2 mugs and examine them for any cracks or defects. One thing could be your mug for if you ever visit my place. I may get some new guest mugs anyway. Her face brightens up and her signature mischievous smile replaces the earlier bittersweet smile. Does that mean? It means that you have a mug to use if you ever come visit, that's all. You won't be the only one using it, just saying. So, that means I have a high chance of visiting your place soon? I place the mugs gently into a basket, carefully not to damage them. If you're lucky enough. Or you might never get to use it, who knows? I proceed to the cashier to pay for my goods while hearing her cheerful footsteps behind me. Come on, Umeko. Temperature slowly climbs as the day progresses, and the autumn sun graciously shares its last warmth before the cold will start settling in. Presence overhead signals it's noon, and my stomach subsequently grumbles at the thought of lunchtime. It's been 2 hours already? I scan the area for any tasty-looking nearby restaurants to pitch Yuzu, but she beats me to it. Have you been in this hot pot place? I haven't been there in a while. Oh, I've heard of it. Someone popular I follow on Twitter post a picture of it. Want to try it? It's kind of pricey though. Yeah, I'm down. Time to see what it's about. Yay, my treat. Nope, you already keep buying me meals. You need to stop. And you told me to stop offering to pay. Oh, but my love language is gift giving. I don't care. Boo. We have the same love language apparently. I also love giving gifts. She looks down at their phone for the directions to the popular hot pot restaurant. Anyway, it should be around here somewhere. Let's just start walking and I'll Google the exact destination. Our feet get back to work and we walk in warm autumn air, which to be honest is getting a little hot for my turtleneck. I saw the temperature was suddenly to be chilly today. It's supposed to be chilly today. I can never trust weather apps anymore. Say, you mentioned the pop store you wanted to go to. You want to check it out after lunch? Thought of my original plan with Ringo-chan resurfaces, and I'd forgotten why I was out here in the first place. Top-up store was of a series that we both like, but it didn't really matter to me if I go or not. It was more like Ringo-chan wanted to company cook to go with her, and I somehow can't ever say no to her. Don't worry about it. I feel pretty indifferent whether I go or not. You sure? Yeah, unless you want to go. Do you know Opanshu? No, don't think I've ever heard of it. What's it about? It's kind of stupid, not gonna lie. It's kind of a meme, I guess. It's about a rabbit who wears diapers and is always on the verge of tears. He's very clumsy and gets picked on, I guess, but it's comedic, and I'm not really sure what. Whoa, what's this? Whoa. Look at the mark on the wall, Yuri's life. Hell yeah, graffiti artist, hell yeah. Woo! In an instant, my vision gets blurred and I get dragged into a nearby tight alleyway. And next thing I know, I'm forced between Yuzu on a gritty wall. All I see is Yuzu's face and just mere inches away from me. She has me cornered with her left arm against the wall as if she's stopping any attempt of escaping. My heartbeat slowly begins rising up, and I take a big gulp of the sudden return events. What are you? Shh. Yuzu keeps her head down as if looking for me, she's looking at me, and she was for a moment, but now her eyes wander to the ground and toward the slit opening to the big street. Many people walk past, and I don't know what she's looking out for, but I hold my breath as I wait with my heart hammering my chest. It's way too loud, hoping she doesn't hear it. I'm completely confused as to what's happening, but I keep quiet and still as told, but my racing heart does otherwise. I gulp out of nervousness as the distance between us, or rather, lack of distance between us. Maybe it's better that she's not staring straight at me, or else I might just panic and combust. Since her attention is diverted from me, I try to take the opportunity to check her out again, but when my eyes meet her face, they don't even last a second before being turned downward instead. Only for my heart to go into overdrive as I'm met with her chest, enticing me with her shirt's boob window. Gotta love boob windows. I try to pry my gaze away from them, but the enticing boob window is too magnetic. Her cleavage is in full view. I don't think I noticed it before, but since she has a beauty mark on her left side of her chest, conveniently showcasing through the boob window. Maybe that's the plan. That's the plan. And she's doing a good job of for it. I shouldn't be feeling this way, but I can't help it when a very attractive person is right smack in front of me like this. I'm suddenly forgotten how to breathe, or she's running me breathless. After a few moments that seemed like eternity, I can sense her body loosen up and her eyes return the attention to me. Sorry, we almost ran into the girl I was avoiding and had to hide quickly now somehow. I don't think we'd run into her. I face her still dangerously close, and my sentence comes out only a few seconds later than I anticipated due to the lag from snapping out of my trance. Why is that not a surprise? The sun pink cloud attracting promptly dissipates and I return to my proper self. Ahem. Oh, sorry. Yuzuha backs up quickly, forgetting that she has her stance between me and the wall. Anyway, change of plans. Let's go to Odaiba. We'll probably have a lesser chance of running into her than that way, and I know a good restaurant there. She grabs my hand and pulls me out of the dark and dingy alleyway without waiting for my answer. Like I have no choice but to follow her. The scenery at the new destination is much different than the view from before. The beautiful blue of the surrounding water shimmers in the sunlight and gives an illusion that we're in a different country altogether. Crowds of tourists roam about with handfuls of shopping bags, making their way to their next tourist trap. I don't come here often because it's too far out and I don't really have a reason to, but coming here again reminds me of just how much stunning the place is. I should definitely come and explore some more if I ever have the time. It's a big tourist attraction, but it doesn't hurt to be a tourist in my own city from time to time, right? The cafe that Yuzuha recommended is just a few minutes walk from the station, and we get there in no time. I find myself walking a bit faster than usual, instinctively keeping more pace with her as if it has become a natural habit. Right as we enter, we are greeted by a server and quickly get seated in the quaint little cafe. Hello Iris, hope you're doing well, welcome on in. Just getting started for today. We got one more session of Yuri at least. I'm gonna do like the 4th story all in all in one session with this one. The cafe is packed with many young adults, all chatting and munching away. Apparently we arrived just in time because a line starts to form outside the cafe before we've even ordered. The server comes over and hands over the menu while explaining the lunch special. The menu is short and simple, but everything on it sounds delicious despite not having any photos to accompany the scrumptious descriptions. Yep, this is the 3rd story of the bundle. There's 4 total in this game here. But yeah, we're on the 3rd one right now. Oh wow, they all have some sort of blackberry yuzu. They have some sort of blackberry yuzu cocktail. Kinda wanna try it. Sounds refreshing. Drinking already? Nothing wrong with some day drinking. And besides, they have some interesting ones here. You're right. Yuzu copies me and peruses the drink menu with interest. After we make our decisions, the server promptly arrives and takes our orders, and we sit idly while waiting for our meals. So, when did you become an alcoholic? That's quite the question to ask on a date. On a not a date. I don't quite recall, but I just remember drinking with coworkers often after work, and I guess it just stuck around. I jokingly say I'm an alcoholic, but I don't think it's to that level yet. Though I guess I do resort to drinking whenever I'm sad or stressed, or even just for no reason. I think that kind of makes you a bit of an alcoholic. That's not a good thing. That's kind of appealing, don't you think? You know how I feel, right? That's kind of exactly what the opposite of alcohol does to you. I know exactly how you feel. Exactly. And then I realized I was a heavyweight when I would drink with my friends, but they always got drunk when I could never get to that point, no matter how much I drank. I want to experience being drunk. I want to experience being drunk too. She looks at me judgmentally with a raised eyebrow. I don't think that's something you want to try. Looks so fun though. Definitely not when you're vomiting and being a nuisance to everyone by yelling at random people and stumbling around like a baby learning how to walk. The memories of the hard work I would endure to help my friends get home while inebriated surfaces, and I think about my answer some more. No, that's exactly what I want to try experiencing once. You sure about that? If you're that drunk, you probably wouldn't even remember doing all that anyway. True. Plus the hangover, I imagine, would be killer. Not that I drink, but I've always seen that they're terrible. I don't know, just something I like to experience since I haven't. You're weird. I'm not. It's just a thought. Ha, okay, whatever you say. Phew. I get interrupted by the server arriving with our food, and all thoughts of scolding Yuzuha disappear as my brain rewires to think that my stomach instead. The smell emanating from the food easily makes me salivate, impatient to get a bite. As soon as our dishes were set down, I begin digging in, not bothering to wait for Yuzuha. Itadakimasu! The blissful feeling of taking that first bite. The spaghetti coated in a creamy sauce pairs so well with each bite, and it's a symphony playing in my mouth. I take a sip of the anticipated blackberry yuzu cocktail, and the refreshing taste completes the meal perfectly. The strong taste of yuzu and the blackberry syrup overpowers the alcohol, but I'm not complaining. How's the food? I'm so occupied with being in heaven that I forgot about Yuzu sitting across from me. Amazing! Well, I wish I had known about this place earlier. I need to come back another day. Then feel free to invite me if you ever do. This is one of my favorite places to eat at. The alcohol they serve here is definitely a plus. You got that right. She takes a sip of her own drink that's orange and reddish, garnished with an orange slice. The Yuzuha must have not noticed I was staring as she slides her drink over to me. Wanna try? I cheekily grab a hold of her cup and bring the blood orange colored drink to my lips. If you insist. The drink hits differently, as its taste is more tart and sweet compared to mine, with a mix of pineapple and perhaps some sort of sweet syrup. Similar to mine, the alcoholic aftertaste doesn't linger much, but it's just as delicious. Oi, don't you get all? Don't worry, I'm not that greedy. Your big sips says otherwise. They're tiny sips. I slide the drink back to its owner. With some alcohol in my system, I resume our topic from before we got interrupted. So what about you? When did you find out you could handle alcohol better than others? When I try to drink to forget? That sounds heavy. I almost choked on my food after hearing her unexpectedly straightforward answer. That was a much more pitiful answer than I predicted. Now I shouldn't ask at all. Huge chuckles instead of wearing a sad expression, contrasting her sad answer. Kinda stupid because it didn't work at all, of course. That was my first time drinking so much, and I only ended up getting slightly drunk after who knows how many drinks. It wasn't enough to make me forget. Sorry to hear that. Don't be, it's all in the past, don't worry about it. It's hard not to feel sorry for whatever Yuzuha went through, especially knowing that a past relationship was what caused her serial dating tendencies. So curious though, just what happened? Just how bad was it for her to turn out like this? I pondered the possibilities, but Yuzuha doesn't allow me to continue pitting her when she steals a piece of chicken from my plate. Delicious. What the? Hey! That's what you get for being in your own world for too long. We spend the next hour or so finishing our meal, talking about random stuff, then leave quick to make room for the queue of people outside the cafe. User tries to pay for the bill again, but I fight tooth and nail to split the bill. No way am I being indebted to her again. You know, they kind of complement each other well, even if they're currently on a bet to not fall for the other. I pat my content stomach filled with the delicious meal we just ate and yawn, the food come already kicking in. That was one of the best meals I've had in a while. I'm definitely coming back here. Thanks for showing it to me. No problem, it's one of my favorite cafes, and it's still unknown too. Though I don't mind it being unknown, quality always goes downhill once a place gets popular. Touché. We start walking aimlessly to burn up the calories we just ate when a huge Ferris wheel attraction in the near distance catches my eye with its colorful carts. Kinda hard not to notice with its enormous size. People inside the Ferris wheel carts look like tiny ants from down here, as they probably look like the same from up there. Gee, when was the last time I wore a Ferris wheel? Wanna get on it? I heard it's closing down sometime next month. But it's such an iconic landmark. Yeah, something about redevelopment or something. Replacing it with a sports stadium. Ooh. Carnival is much better than a sports stadium. Even though I don't particularly have any special memories with this Ferris wheel, just knowing that it's going to be gone forever makes me a little sad. I feel a little bit of the history is being taken away. So, wanna get on? What, scared of heights? No. Let's go. After hearing the news, it does make me want to ride it one last time, but something about the shakiness of the Ferris wheel feels unsettling. But for some reason, I don't want that to show that weakness to Yuzuha. Maybe it's an ego thing. She tugs on my sleeve and drags me my reluctant self toward the giant circle of death. When was the last time I went to a carnival? That was a while ago, yeah. They didn't have Ferris wheel there. Right as we get on, the cart starts to shake a little, and my hands tense in the fist against that seat from nervousness. But the cart slowly moves up and soon begins to steady, allowing me to relax a little. To distract myself from the irrational fear of mine, I begin to look out the window and take in the scenery, already breathtaking even though we're still near ground level. As it slowly edges higher, the amazing view of the concrete jungle below becomes clearer and the fear slowly eases from my mind. The many cars driving on the big bridge look like little bugs crawling on a log. The sunny weather gives the view a great touch as it adds to a happier atmosphere, making it a great day to ride the Ferris wheel. Just as I'm about to forget I'm even on one, the rocking starts up again. I see Yuzuha moving around haphazardly, purposely shaking the cart. Yuzuha! Ha! She laughs maniacally and stops the rocking, but the original rocking doesn't stop for another 10 seconds. I'm gonna kill you. Dying by the hands of a girl? I wouldn't mind it. Then you should have gotten slapped by that girl earlier. I don't mind getting slapped, but like I said earlier, she might end up slapping you instead because of her overactive brain jumps to conclusions. I was protecting you. Uh-huh, right. I look out into the vast metropolis again to ignore the perpetrator. We're not even higher, yet we're still nowhere near the top. The calming scenery helps me with the anxiety, and as soon as my body loosens up, the cart shakes once more, throwing me back into a pit of anxiety. This time it's caused by Yuzuha darting towards me, my side of the cart, to see whatever is on my side of the window. Well, it's a giant Gundam. Well, yeah, the Gundam. My fear instincts kicks in and I shut my eyes while I grab hold of Yuzuha's arm, which is now the nearest thing possible to steady myself. Yuzuha! Ah, my bad. She sits down obediently as I continue latching onto her. The amateur goes quiet, which helped me regain my composure. Yuzuha speaks up again, but in a hushed voice so as to not scare me. But you really don't have to get on if you're this scared. I'm not scared, it's just that the rocking. I'm fine. If you just stay still, please. Her hands caress my forearm to comfort me, and she chuckles. Okay, I'll stay still. I open my eyes once the rocking stops again, and I become conscious of Yuzuha's perfume with her being so close. It takes me a few minutes to notice I'm hugging her arm tightly and join to her at the hip. I exhale the breath I was unknowingly holding, and relax a little now that the source of the shaking is finally detained. My eyes look up and meet Yuzuha's. She doesn't say anything, just giggles with her velvety voice. What? Nothing. You seem like a scared puppy when you're usually serious and stern. So I can't have different sides of me? It's just I'm not used to seeing that side, that's all. It's new. Well, I'm glad it's entertaining to you somehow. Thank you. It's been a good 5 minutes now, and I'm still holding on to Yuzuha, even though I don't need to anymore. But I guess I can keep her steady in case she rocks the cart again. But it's still rather comforting, and I feel it'd be more awkward if we just start standing next to each other without saying anything. I spend most of the time looking out the window next to me, just taking a panoramic view as she does the same. I'm surprised she hasn't told me to let go yet, but knowing her, she probably enjoys having a girl on her arm. Besides, it makes me feel safe. It's been a while since I've been able to do this anyway. It's fine if I bask in this glory for a little bit, right? When we nearly reach the apex of the Ferris wheel, my eyes widen at the sight before us. Spectacular. As I admire it, expecting the rest of the ride to be silent, Yuzuha proves me wrong. So why are you single? Got any eye on anyone? No one chasing you or anything? I answer about to take my eyes off the beautiful view outside. Just didn't work out with my ex. They lost interest in me and broke up. That's all there is to it. Oh, sorry about that. I understand how that feels, though. It's whatever. And what are you looking for right now? I'm on dating apps, but no one really sticks out around long enough to warrant something. I even got stood up on the night I met you. Oh, that's rude of them. Yeah, well, oh well, it is what it is. Well, you're so cute, and honestly, really gorgeous. They're missing out. Not everything's about looks. So, what you're saying is you're boring? I raise a threatening fist to her, and she flinches and shuts her eyes in a cheeky smile. She opens one eye after not receiving the expected hit, and I lower my hand as I decide not to choose violence. I let a somber sigh and sum dejectedly. Maybe I am. A light flick gets inflicted on my temple, and I furrow my eyebrows in pain. Ow. I was so nice to not choose violence, yet here she is repaying me with an attack. Don't say that. You're plenty interesting. Like I said, you'll find somebody. Just gotta keep looking. I just laugh in a little response. Yeah, maybe. One day. She's oddly supportive sometimes. It's a little jarring compared to her own choices in life. I haven't forgotten how she reassured me that I'd find someone back on the night of our drinking buddy pact was made. Seems she also has different sides to her as well. I wonder what other side she has that I haven't seen yet. We spend the rest of the time together in the Ferris wheel in silence, just quietly taking in the scenery. These two. At first I was afraid the silence would be awkward, but it surprisingly was calming and enjoyable. Not awkward at all. Makes me want to stay here for longer in this comforting embrace. The Ferris wheel eventually returns to the ground level, and we untangle from each other to get ready for departure. The time together in the Ferris wheel was apparently only 15 minutes, but felt like little eons just with just the two of us in there. If I could stay for a moment longer, I would. But all good things always come to an end. We step out into the slow-moving cart and head back to civilization. Who's gonna be on the break first? Who's gonna confess first? A take a big stretch and shake out any remaining ounce of anxiety from the bride and look to Yuzuha for our next destination. Let's go day drinking. I know a bar that's close by. Her phone rings and she nonchalantly presses the red button on the screen to ignore his call. The bar has an interesting list of cocktails, so I think you like it. It's in the shopping mall, so we can probably... She looks funny again angrily in the back of me. Sorry, I'll just take a call cook if you don't mind. Just prefer to take the call and lean against the railing as I wait. The pipe got fixed faster than I expected, so I'm currently out running some errands. We'll go out some other day, okay? You're at my house right now? I look over Yuzuha and see her eyes darting left and right, biting her lip on annoyance. It's fine, you don't have to wait. I don't know how long it'll take on... Okay, see you soon. Ah, no. This girl is clingy. Yuzuha hangs up and looks at me with apologetic eyes, looking like she's trying to figure out something to say. From what I heard while eavesdropping, it's safe to assume that she's leaving me. It's okay, you can go tend to your needy girlfriend. Not girlfriend. Are you sure, though? Doesn't sound like you have a choice. She puts her phone back in her pocket and walks up to me with a serious face, catching me off guard. If you just say the word, I'll stay. Ooh. Her son's shifting tone makes it hard to maintain eye contact, and my eyes look to silence for solace. It's tempting. Too tempting. Too tempting to keep Yuzuha to myself for the rest of the day. But I shouldn't. Even if I myself don't know why I shouldn't, the internal battle going on inside me is making me all confused. It stops internal conflict. My selfish self steps up and ends it. I resume my contact with Yuzuha and go from the nervousness, but I eventually give her an answer. It's fine, honestly. Go. She looks at me for a moment without a word, and slowly nods her head, understanding my command. Alright. Her tall figure backs up and the stiff atmosphere relaxes a bit, although I feel a little bit of just tension left over that I hope will soon disappear. Come on, I'll walk you to the station. We can't keep that pro girl waiting at your place. Right. She sounds disappointed. She wants me to her to hang on. The walk to the station is short and silent, only filled with the voices of the tourists surrounding us. Why does it feel like I chose the wrong answer? Because you did. Is it too late to take it back? Is it too late for me to indulge in my selfish side? You're gonna stick around here for a little more? I might. I'm here anyway, right? Alright then, get home safe. Yeah, thanks. She goes through the gates and heads up to the escalator to her platform. I suddenly regret my choice, and I turn to look at the escalator she was just on moments ago, but her figure is long gone. I could chase after her, tell her to stay, but I turned back to head out the station and decided to spend the rest of the day by myself. Umeko. But not like you can't understand her feeling a little bit. Like she's a player, she said exactly that she doesn't want to have anything serious, but she's obviously beginning to want that a lot. Happy birthday, woo! Like clockwork, everyone takes their shots and continues on partying the night away. I, of course, follow suit, downing the spicy liquor, which was apparently my 20th shot of the night. 20th, wow. Who thought it was a good idea to open a bar with the free drinks? Well, this might be my last drink of the night. I struggled to stand due to an intense headache and queasy feeling in my stomach. I pride myself for being a heavyweight, and I'm never like this, so I wonder why my body's feeling so disaffected. Perhaps my age is getting the better of me. My head's beginning to spin, and I'm leaning against the wall in the back corner somewhere to get away from the crowd of people. Oh, I don't feel good. I'm definitely not drunk, but I feel incredibly nauseous for some reason or other. I think it's time to take my leave. I could fly down the birthday girl and bid my farewells. Oh, but the night's still young. I'm sorry, but I really have to go. Okay, well, get home safe. Birthday girl gives me a hug, and I bust out of the club and into the crisp night air. Once I step out, the cold temperature blasts my face, which feels kind of refreshing after being in a hot and stuffy room filled with hundreds of people that past 3 hours. I feel better for a split second, but the queasy feeling in my stomach and intense headache is persistent. I steady myself against the wall as I walk away from the club and call for a taxi. I need to get home ASAP, or I might just pass out on the street. You know, after all those drinks, I'm only tipsy at most, but the excruciating feeling I have now is a completely different matter. Guess it's been a while since I went this ham on drinks. How can you say no to free alcohol? As soon as the taxi comes, I hop right in and pray to God that the car ride doesn't make me feel any worse than I do right now. Luckily, the ride is smooth, and I arrive home in about 25 minutes. I thank God I live relatively close by. I make my way towards the apartment building as I fasten my wobbly legs take me. With each passing minute, I feel like I won't be able to make it to my place in time, My vision is slowly blurring, my pounding my head is intolerable. And these stairs just are pained with each step. I think I should call someone in case. Maybe I should call Yuzuha for help? Well, I held my thoughts in my tracks, and for a brief moment I snapped awake, wondering why on earth I was considering calling Yuzuha. Will she even answer at 2 a.m.? Despite all, I still grabbed my phone and searched for a contact. It must be alcohol. I hear a dial tone as I near my corner of this apartment building, but alongside the dial tone I hear a ringtone as well. Well, I had a prediction, but I wasn't gonna say it. And here she is. I think everybody's playing tricks on me until I use those spots and picks up, and I start hearing double voices too. Umeko? I run the corner to see the very person I'm calling right in front of me. I rub my blurry eyes to see if I'm hallucinating. Yuzuha, is that you? Yes. Yuzuha sitting on the floor next to my six-pack, next to a six-pack, with the three of the cans already gone. Has she just been drinking outside my place the entire night? How long has she been sitting here for? What are you doing here? Well, I guess you're on the run again. Wait, Umeko, are you okay? I trot over to her very slowly in fear that I might yak at any given moment, but I stumble and almost trip as I try to get closer to her. She gets up and holds me as I lean my body against hers. I am not okay. Geez, Eureka, alcohol and smoke. Come on, where are your keys? I'll get you inside. I feel a tug on my shoulder and reach rummages through my purse and for my keys. Sweat from my forehead begins to drip down my temple as I use all my willpower to control all the alcohol that's still about to erupt. As she opens the door, I immediately make a run for the washroom and let it all out. Rainbows. I fall into the toilet and the alcohol I drink tonight comes out like a bursting dam against an uncontrollable flood of water. Umeko. Yuzuha rushes to my side and crouches down to blow up my level, pulling up my hair as I expel the poison, probably very unattractively. Shit, just how much did you drink? I'm unfortunately too preoccupied to answer, but I can't remember how much I drank anymore anyway. After a few long minutes, I eventually stopped puking and managed to form some words, albeit in a low and hoarse voice. I'm sorry to seem like this. That's the last thing I care about right now. She goes to the toilet and rubs my back to comfort my sick self. My head's still throbbing, my mouth tastes like absolute garbage, and after vomiting it all out, I feel much better and less nauseous than before. My body weak struggles to get up from the toilet after being with the borrowed help of Yuzuha, but I managed to get myself to hunch over the sink. Sorry, you can go sit down and I'll freshen up. Are you sure you're okay? I wave my hand to dismiss her. Yeah, I'm fine now. She stands still for a few moments, looking at me skeptically, but slowly backs away and heads out of the washroom. Then I'll be waiting outside. She closes the door and leaves me alone, and look at the mirror, and at the mess that is me in the mirror. My hair is disheveled, my skin looking pale, just a hot mess in general. I replay the past 10 minutes flashing in my now somewhat clear mind, and I bite my lips in anguish, remembering that Yuzuha had to witness all that. That was so embarrassing, I contemplate on staying here an entire night just so I don't have to face her, but she might get worried. So instead, I pre-rinse and brush my teeth to get rid of the horrid taste and try to salvage my image a little. Patting on my head is still prevalent, but I've at least regained enough strength to ignore most of it. I check myself in the mirror and one last time before heading out to properly greet Yuzuha. When I step through the door, I spot her sitting on the floor at the side of my bed, browsing on her phone. Her head perks up when she puts away her phone once she notices that I'm treading my way toward her. I thought I could walk straight here, but my legs tell me otherwise, and so I end up joining her on the floor where her thighs are looking very comfortable. Let me just... How are you... Ah, that's nice. And there's the golden retriever plushie. Aww. That's so cute. Love it. Huh. Hey, if a girl can take care of you while you're puking your guts out for a drunk night out, maybe that's the time that they are the one. My autopiloting foggy mind goes straight to her legs and uses her thighs as a pillow. I feel her stiffen from my sudden weight, but she relaxes and brushes her head out of my face, stroking my head like a pet. Her structure is comforting, and I feel like I can fall asleep to her caresses along with her soft thigh pillow. The temporary pillow is warm and squishy, and once again her trademark perfume scent surrounds me and encompasses me in the intoxication. How are you feeling? His voice is so soft and gentle, as if she'd fear that I'd crumble if she spoke any louder. I'm better, but could be better. Just how much did you drink, you alcoholic? Look at the pocket and kettle black. I don't remember. I was at a birthday party at the club, and there's an open bar. Oh boy, I can already guess the rest. Hey, free drinks, am I right? And you just can't help but fall into the drinking atmosphere with everyone partying so hard. You idiot. I chuckled a bit of her remark. Usually I'm the one calling her an idiot, so hearing it come from her mouth feels like a little weird, and strangely refreshing. None of us have anything to say anything for the next couple minutes. Both sounds almost lulling me to sleep. I try to break it as I realize again that I'm lying on Yuzuha and not a pillow. What about you? What are you doing here, drinking outside my place like a bum? Also, let me know if you need to drink water or drink. I guess you can finally use the matching cup mugs from Baizo. You seem like you seem like the one in need of your water at this moment. Where are your cups? You can stay here and let me get some for you. I'm reluctant on having you move me from a comfortable lap pillow, but a drink of water does sound very nice right about now. Cups on the cupboard next to the stove in the kitchen. I have a jug of water in the fridge. You can use that. Then I'll be right back. Yuzu gently lifts my head and rested on a rug as she goes to retrieve the water. With her gun, I almost drift to sleep, but she returns quickly with the 2 matching dog mugs, holding one to me. Here. I take the cup and follow her from her and slowly sip on the refreshing cold water. She resets herself in the nearest position, and after placing the cup on the coffee table, I once again rest my head on her comfortable lap. Yuzu doesn't flinch this time and goes back to stroke my hair. But to your question, though, I'm just on the run again as the usual. I came to your place because it's the only place I can think of where people wouldn't think to find me. Although you like to drink with me, but it's clear that you already had your fill of alcohol. I turned my head around to face her mocha eyes meeting my honey-colored ones. I mean, I threw up all the alcohol I had earlier. I can go for round 2. No, you shouldn't, young lady. Yuzu looks down at me with this bewildered expression before letting out a laugh. You, don't do that. She flicked my forehead in protest of my irresponsible life decisions. I went to whimper. I gave her a look with a furrowed brows and a frown, disapproving of her and inflicting pain on me, a sick patient. I rubbed the wounded area of my forehead to soothe the stinging and go back to the topic at hand. Why do I feel like you're always on the run? Because they're clinging and stubborn. Especially this one. She's on her level. Nothing she turn out like this, to be honest. Sounds like a final boss or something. Yeah, you can see it that way. Can't you just go to her and cut her off? I'm not cold-hearted enough to like that. I'd like to at least let them down gently. Huh, I didn't expect you to be such a softy. I did tell you I was salty, didn't I? And you didn't believe me, remember? No. You drunkard. I'm not drunk. I have her stomach, which I immediately regret, because it was flat and hard, which I agitated my headache some more. Oh, she's got abs, does she? Ooh. Ow. You're hilarious when you're drunk. I'm literally not drunk, I'm just unwell. Whatever you say. Anyway, good luck shaking off that girl off. Thanks, I'll need it. I still wonder how you spent that past 4 years like this. It's around, but I can't wrap my head around it. Why couldn't you just be normal? If you're normal, I could have naturally fallen in love with you and had a normal relationship with you. Oh, there it is. Yuzu scoffs a little with a small smirk and looks at me softly with gentle eyes. Is that what you wanted? I gaze up at her, captivated by the allure of her beautiful brown eyes, losing myself more with each passing moment as her eyes lock. I hesitate to answer, but my fragile conscience removes all the filters I typically have. Yeah. Another wave of sunset washes upon us, and I wonder if I made the wrong things weird. But then Yuzu starts her story. I was normal once, more naive, more in love. Guess I just got hurt too bad. The tone of her voice slowly changes into a more solemn one, and sounds weary and sorrowful. Her hands begin to stroke my head again, sending little shivers down my spine with each touch. I thought she was the one. I saw a future with her, even if it might have been a hard one. But I was ready to face it all for her because I loved her so much. She was looking on the wall opposite of her, but I could still see her slightly pained expression as she talks about her ex. Poor thing. But that was the cost. You end up getting hurt. I know it's part of the process, but it lasts forever, even if you've moved on from it. When you're so young and naive, it really screws with how you view things. Yuzu's voice a quiet whisper as she recalls the hurt she experienced. The emptiness in her voice pains me as I try to imagine what she went through. I thought she loved me too, and I'm sure she did, at one point. I caught her about the man one morning at our house. So painful, traumatizing. What a bitch. I felt like I wasn't enough. I wasn't good enough, that she had to find someone else. Anyone else. She said she was sorry, but didn't even try to justify herself. She didn't try to plead for my forgiveness. But I don't think I could have forgiven her, even if she did. I mean, how long had it been since she was seeing someone else? How long had it been since I wasn't enough? What did I do? What did I do? What did I not do enough? I couldn't handle it, and that's why I'm the way I am now. Because this way I don't get hurt. Casual flings only. No need to get too attached. Always something new, something different. But in the end, they're all temporary. Precisely. Have you ever thought that maybe you could spend your whole life with one of them? Yes, that maybe I fell in love with one and end my days of playing around. But I didn't know what to do. I do. She looked down at me with a serious and lost expression, and temporarily stopped stroking my hair. I'm afraid. I don't know if I'm ready to get hurt again. Usually looks like she can do anything, can pull off anything, knows everything. But the her I'm seeing right now looks like a lost child, meandering through the darkness, directionless. It's about 6 years now, so I'm sure I can handle it better than if I do end up getting hurt again. But still, I prefer not to get hurt at all because it feels like shit. Her empty-looking eyes stare at me soullessly, clearly still playing the pain in her head. I go to reach for her arm, stroke it to comfort her. Sorry to hear what you've been through. It's okay. I'm okay now. Just cautious. She takes a deep breath and breaks eye contact, shaking her head slightly to get herself out of its spiral. Her fingers running through my hair tenderly. Patting soon sends me into a daze, tempting me into lull slumber, and causing my words to slur and mumble. I hope one day you'll find someone that you love wholeheartedly, someone you can spend the rest of your days with, or I guess that you can just continue going around that works too. I don't know. Or who knows? Maybe you're gonna try to stay single forever. That's fine too. You're valid. But if you do find someone, be sure to invite me to your wedding. I can be your flower girl. And then off she drifts. Only flower girl, not even the maid of honor? Come on now, Umeko, you can do better than that. Aim higher. My eyes officially give out and my brain shuts down after the long night. But before I pass out into a deep slumber, I feel a peck on my forehead and hear Yuzuha faintly. Good night. She kissed. Little forehead kiss. The morning light blinds me through the windows and stirs me from my much-needed slumber. The residual headache still lingers, but it's nowhere near as painful as yesterday. As I move to get up, my body starts to ache in a place I never thought I could ache. Prime myself up my arms and feel the cold hardwood floor, reminding me that I was lying down on Yuzu's leg last night. But instead of her thigh, I feel a pillow in my replacement and a blanket over me. Did she leave? I get up from the floor and start to look around my small apartment, but no trace of Yuzuha is hard to be found. Just me, myself, and a faint smell of her perfume lingering on my clothes. What was I expecting anyway? Well, I was probably at least thank her for the help last night, even if it was through a text. Pick up my phone and text her. Thank you for yesterday. I tried to find a heart sticker to send alongside the thanks, but maybe it's a bit too much. I deleted the heart sticker to replace it with a thumbs up instead. And send. Even overthinking the little emojis? Aww. I start the phone to see if the message gets read, but nothing yet. To be fair, it's only been a minute or so. My suddenly gets read, and I perk up a little bit, hoping to see a message. But nothing. I give it a minute or two more. Still nothing. Did she leave me unread? Well, whatever. She'll reply when she'll reply. Pick up my pillow and blanket from the floor and close its curtains that were left open last night. And then return my pillow and blanket and myself back to the bed and bury myself under the covers. It's Sunday. I can sleep some more. She didn't get in trouble, is she? She's not getting pursued by some yandere girl, is she? Asahina-kun, what are you doing? You just gave them the wrong change. Sorry, dear customer. Here's your correct change. Asahina-kun, I'm making you go switch to someone else. Go back to the back room and collect yourself before you make more mistakes. This is the 5th mistake you made today. I'm very disappointed in you. I stand there meekly and go bow 9 degrees to apologize for my fumbles. I finished something and I walked to the staff room with a hanging head. It's been 5 days I still got left unread. She probably is busy, and she usually doesn't make more than an hour to reply to me, but this 5 days is a little alarming. Did something happen to her? It's been 5 days. You couldn't, maybe gone to her workplace? Check she was to work there at least? Maybe she did get kidnapped. Maybe I'm starting to get actually worried. Did I do her something wrong? I tried to check her on her workplace. But she hasn't been at work for the past few days either. Okay, leading more credence to the fact that she might have actually been kidnapped. I'm worried about her. Oi, Uma-chan. Uma-chan pops up next to me before I head into the room. What's going on? You're so out of it. I leave her up and reassure her. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. If I was on the clock right now, I'd slap you silly slipping snap out of it. You best bet I'm finding out you after work for you to spill the beans. Don't think you can get out of it. Gives me a dark eyes and walks away while it's still facing me menacingly. I slowly head back to the back room as I ignore her threats and try to figure out a way to stop thinking about Yuzuha. What is she going to do? Once my shift ends, I quickly leave Ringo-chan and before she can catch me for interrogation. Maki take me to the perfume shop without second thought. But Yuzuha still isn't there, as evident with the lack of customers that are usually here to ogle at her. My heart sinks and I worry some more. Just what are you doing, Yuzuha? I sigh and give up. This probably isn't good for my heart. Maybe we'll make a detour to come into the convenience store, but my place buy my place to buy some drinks. Or that might be a bad idea because alcohol would just remind me of her. Why am I gonna lose you ruin alcohol for me? Okay, maybe it's a good thing that you're drinking less. I said definitely a good thing. I'm gonna buy some drinks. Drink responsibly, at least, this time around. My body shivers in response to being outside for too long. It's making me feel extra hungry as it nears dinner time. I have to get on my back for some candy and use it to appease my thunderous stomach. I should quickly make my way home after buying some beer. Maybe some food too. As the convenience store nears my line of sight, I saw a tall, familiar figure that I haven't seen in a while, standing in front of the destination, her back to me. That's Yuzuha, right? There's no doubt about it, it's her, with her unique hair color and lack of jacket despite the chilly weather. My heart skips a beat without my permission, and I try to calm down. Act normal, Umeko. I take a deep breath and run up to the woman. Yuzuha! Umeko? She sports a dumbstruck face, not expecting that at all. What are you doing here? This is my turf, hello. No, I guess it is. That's beside the point. Where have you been, Yuzuha? I'm worried sick. You have? Of course, who wouldn't when someone who usually replies within hours hasn't responded in a week? Are you okay? Oh, Yuzu? Oh, my bombardment of questions gets cut off short when the girl dressed in expensive clothes prances up to me and links arms with Yuzuha. So Yuzuha's been too busy with a girl this entire time. Is that it? The girl stuck to Yuzuha like glue, is very cute and girly, carrying expensive designer bags to match her expensive outfit. Probably someone well off. Her eyes meet and she looks at me up and down with a grim face. It's different from the one she's greeted Yuzuha with. Yuzu, who is this? Yuzu looks away nervously and starts to answer, but I beat her to it. I'm Yuzuha's friend. A friend, huh? Are you sure you're not one of her other girls? Well, you know what? What if I am? I don't know where the sudden courage to blurt out that came from, but seeing her haughty attitude just irks me. Like she intentionally wants to pick a fight with me. She wants to fight, I'll give her a fight. Then you better back off, because Yuzu already has me and only needs me. I gave her anything and everything she wants. What can you give her? Mocha, just stop, please. Yuzu tries to hold back the barking chihuahua back. Chihuahua. But Yuzu, if you do have other girls, this is currently my time with you, and I'm not willing to. Momoka. Yuzu unlinks their arms and steps back, startling the girl. I can't do this anymore. We have to stop. I'm letting you go. The girl's face almost drains with the bad news. What? I'm tired. I tried to let you go gently, but you just won't get the hint. We're over. We've been over. I'm only playing along because I felt bad for you, but I can't pretend that I'm okay with playing along anymore. It was just supposed to be a fling. You know that. If it hasn't been clear enough that you couldn't give the hint, this is me clearly breaking it off with you. I tried to be nice. But... I stand there awkwardly between the so-called lover's quarrel, and I want to leave oh so badly, but I don't know how to make my exit. Rachel glances at me and points at me with her studded nails. Is it because of her? It's because of her, isn't it? My body freezes, feeling blissfully uncomfortable that I'm somewhat got dragged into the conversation. Hughes doesn't reply for a moment, but then she eventually chuckles a tired and evil chuckle and smirks. You know what? Yeah, it's because of her. She confidently wraps her arm around my shoulder and pulls me close. Oh god, this is her using as a meat shield. I'm done playing around. I want this one. The girl stares at Yuzu in disbelief, and I join her. Her eyes are wide and seem filled with glistening tears, trying to wrap her head around the news. Perhaps it was never news at all, and the reality that Yuzu never saw, in her permanent romantic light is suddenly hitting her hard. Why? Why couldn't I have been the one? I've done so much for you. I put so much effort. I shake Yuzu's arm off me, and I try to talk to some sense in the heartbroken maiden. Because she doesn't believe in the one. She actually messed up, and you should leave while you can. She's actually messed up. She doesn't love you, she's just playing around. She's never loved all the girls she's fooled around with. Don't tell me you never knew that. Heck, she probably doesn't even love me. It's true, since she probably just using me as her meat shield. You? She's right. Just then Yuzu unexpectedly steps in front of me and takes a step with my scolding, taking on her rightful responsibility. You pretending that I'm okay is just going to hurt yourself more. You already hurt yourself by falling for me even when it was all started explicitly that I'd be just a fling. Oh, her face went dark and blank. That's scary. Momoka stands there with a furrowed brow and heavy breathing, Like she's about to strangle Yuzuha, but Yuzuha presses on. I was nothing but a player. Let me go. Find someone better. You're a great girl, and I'm grateful for all that you've done for me. Unfortunately, you were never as special to me as I was to you. I'm not the one for you. Please, find someone that you love the way you love them. Because I can't do that for you. I can only imagine just how much pain Momoka is feeling as I try to put myself in her shoes. Usually words strike a chord within me, and it makes me realize that I am almost no different from Momoka. The words that came out of my mouth earlier sound almost ironic as I've fallen prey to her charm despite not being one of her playthings. Was me scolding Momoka just a facade for scolding myself? Seeing Yuzuha's backside suddenly makes me feel like she's further away from me than it seems. Momoka looks down as a tear hits the floor, and she balls her fist in resentment. Momoka. Idiot! Idiot! She begins hitting Yuzuha with her purse, and Yuzuha takes him without flinching, knowing she fully deserves him. Each hit lands with a thud, filled with anger, frustration, and sadness. I try to get between them with a coax the girl to stop, but that was a mistake as I also get hit with the face in the process. That was more my fault than I was in the line of fire. Umeko! Kapali stops and stares quickly in horror. But she shows no remorse whatsoever and pushes me past us as she runs off in tears. I rub at the spot where I got hit, and Yuzo grabbed my face and check on me. Are you okay? I'm fine. And you took a lot of the hits. They're nothing. You, on the other hand, just got hit in the face. She crushes the injured area with her stern and concerned face. And there's a little scratch. I move my head away from her hand and reassure her again that I'm not dying just yet. I'm fine, honestly. She pays no attention to my insistence and keeps on grilling me about the minor damage. I go to a band-aid. Turns stomps in the convenience store, but I latch onto her before she gets any further. Stop. You don't need to get me a band-aid. I have band-aids at home. Yuzu stops and it's like a light bulb went up above her head. That's right, your place is nearby, right? Let's go, come on. She takes a lead even though it's my place and I fall quite like a child. Are we getting to a confession now? Was that confession real, Yuzuha? I unlock the door and bask in the warmth and welcoming me compared to the temperature outside. It's starting to get chillier and chillier nowadays. Just how do Yuzuha do without a jacket? I check my face in the mirror at the entrance and see a small red mark on my face from where the bat purse hit me. Yuzuha, I'm fine. I'm not even bleeding. Relax. Let me see. Her hands reach around my face to re-examine her injury now that we're in a better setting. She sighs and lets go, then plops herself onto the edge of my bed. You still should just let her hit me. You didn't have to interfere. We'd be there all night if I didn't. I also feel like I couldn't have just stood there and watching you get hit. I deserved it. You're being too nice to a fault again. Oh, you know me. Her head tilts down, she hangs her head, staring at the rug. You could've just stayed put, and now you're hurt because of me. Just like you said, I'm so fucked up that I end up hurting all those around me. I'm okay, this is nothing, really. Still, it shouldn't have happened. It was my fault for jumping in, blame me for getting myself hurt, so stop blaming yourself. Why did you help me anyway? Your niceness is gonna get you in trouble one day. How does she make me so angry? I stormed toward him in a fit of fury, freshly with her being down in dumps. Why am I sounding so brave today? Because I like you, goddammit! The room falls quiet, except for the distant dripping faucet, creating slow metronome-like rhythm, creating the only thing I can concentrate on to calm my nerves. Her head shoots up and stares at me wide-eyed. My fist ball up from the nervousness, and I can feel the clamminess rising up. I take a big anxious gulp, waiting for the one of us to say something, except I can't muster anything up. It's like something stuck in my throat. Yuzu's eye look away, appearing to be processing the fresh information with a shocked expression. I can't take the silence anymore. I know I wasn't supposed to fall in love with you, and I also don't know when it started. I know nothing good is going to come out of me liking you. Heck, you're probably just going to leave me like you did all the other girls once they develop deeper feelings. But it is what it is, and I can't help it. But I don't want you to leave. I enjoy talking to you. I enjoy sending beer pictures every now and then. Her facial expression 180, and classic pompous smirk replaces her shocked face. Yuzu's sudden smirk throws me off guard, and I wonder what's so funny. Why can't I predict her next moves? So I win. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. You took... Not quite so fast. She did say that she wanted this one when she was throwing Momoko off earlier, so technically, Umeko wins. Technically, she wins. Huh? You fell in love with me. You lost the bet. I started around trying to recover the memory of the bet that we made that fateful night. Yuzu smirked and waver, knowing she's fully correct. Someone seeing that smirk and knowing she's right angers me, even while I'm so nervous and filled with anxiety from my outbursts. She's just forcing my emotions to be all over the place. Yeah, and I hate it. I hate that I fell in love with you, such a weak, walking red flag like you, and if only... Woo! Let's go! Ah, that's the stuff. God, love this art. It looks so good. In a second, without thinking, Yuzuha cuts me off in mid-sentence and pulls me in, closing the gap. Oh, the music too is so nice. My one knee lands on the bed and steady myself from a sudden pull, and her hands support me, preventing me from falling. But despite the awkward position, all I can focus on are the soft lips of hers against mine. They're amazing, just like I imagined. It feels almost natural. I feel the loving emotions behind it, yielding and not forceful at all. It's so warm and delicate. I know she's probably kissed 100 girls, but it's like these lips were specifically for me. It's just that she's good at making girls feel special. The fleeting moment ends as fast as it started, and Yuzu pulls away, but not too far. Lips are barely a hairline apart, and her eyes fixate on mine, wanting more. The abrupt kiss paralyzed me. My brain cells working overtime to try and figure out what in the world just happened, yet simultaneously frozen in place from shock. They're just as confused as I am. Tastes like candy. She licks her lips in a seductive manner, and her tongue brushes against mine. Had I known this was how he tasted, and I would have stolen a kiss away earlier. But then again, I myself was trying to hold back. Her flirtatious words, in addition to her visible tongue, throw my puzzled brain cells into overdrive, causing me to do the unthinkable. That's right! Pull her in! Pull her in close! Get what you deserve! I push myself onto her and resume our kiss, this time with a fervor now that my bottled up emotions are finally spilling out. It's like I'm drunk on her. I climb into her more comfortable position, straddling her as she scoots back, giving me room to rest on. Her arms held steady on my waist as I wrap around her neck, deepening the kiss even more. We eventually pull apart to catch her breaths, and she takes the opportunity to satiate her curiosity. Just how long were you waiting for this? Since the beginning. The corners of her mouth curve into a sly grin after having her ego inflated. And how long should I wait before you throw me away? I say as a joke, with knowing her track record, but she actually answers seriously. Never. I'm keeping you forever. My eyes wide in surprise hearing her serious tone, and her dedication of the end of her womanizing days. I wasn't joking when I said it's because of you earlier. I want you. And only you. Can't believe my ears, thinking they're playing tricks on me. Yuzuha? Settling down? Let alone for me? You do know what you're getting yourself into, right? I do. I can't be certain that I'm the one for you. You might not be the one, but I'm willing to get hurt for you. Who knows, maybe you are the one. This is the first time I met her. I would have cynically dismissed her sweet nothings, especially when I know she didn't believe in the one. Hearing her now gives me butterflies in my stomach that I can't contain, even if she's saying it all just for sugar-coated words. And if I end up not being the one, her sparkling eyes don't waver as they lock deep into my golden ones. But I don't ever want to find the one. Oh, that's a good one. Good reply, girl. Ah. Yuzuha locks lips with mine once again, with a light peck that slowly deepens into a passionate kiss that can't help but reciprocate. In one swift motion, she pulls me close, and reverse our positions, tossing me onto the bed and trapping me under her. Ooh. The tension between us rises more than ever, and her hands start to venture into dangerous territory. Whoa. Whatever sparks flying come to sizzle as my stomach lets out a huge neglected grumble from my lack of sustenance. Damn it. The kiss breaks and we both look down on my stomach, my face burning due to embarrassment. So why in such a crucial time? It was ruined. I just slap my head a billion times and hide my face behind before I combust from the heat rushing to my head. Can I order food first? Yuzuha looked at me and blinked, then burst into boisterous laughter. Stop around, get her. Stop laughing at me. You can't blame me. I haven't eaten since noon. Okay, go order food. She gets off me and lies down on the bed with her, elbow and hand propping on her head, exactly how she did the first time I saw her in bed. Make sure you order enough, because you'll be needing all the energy you can get tonight. Oh. My face continues heating up, but I keep my poker face up, and I hit her again with a suggestive comment. Even though I know full well what the event tonight will be, I still have to go to work tomorrow. Oh boy. But I still think this means that Umeko is the one that won the bet, because she's the one who confessed first. Ooh, look at them dressed up. Look at them, they're looking good. 1 month later. The taxi door closes and taxi door closed and we hand the destination to my place over the driver. The engine starts to rev once it starts the trip. We take advantage of that, our hands being out of sight from the driver, and start playing around with our interlocking them together, secretly flirting in the open. Sure, we hold hands in public, but doing it in secret feels a little more exciting. Oh, that restaurant was so good, not to mention the champagne. Oh my gosh, not often I could drink fancy good champagne. We should go there once a week. Glad you liked it, but going there once a week will burn a hole in our wallets. I said I'd take you to a fancy dinner, but I didn't mean to extend that offer to once a week. Okay, then once every 2 weeks. Once a year. 4 times a year? Once every 3 years. That's not how you haggle, Yuzuha. I know she's joking, but I give her a squint of disapproval. Yuzuha changed the subject to get rid of my dagger eyes. Alright, I have something for you, but I'll give it to you when we get home. Huh? You just giving me at the restaurant. Couldn't have been romantic. Yeah, I was going to, but I decided it'd be better to give it to you at home. What is it? I'm not telling you, it'll ruin the surprise. Oh, is she going to do what I think she's gonna do? Is she gonna do what I think she's gonna do? I gave her a suspicious look, turning the cogs in my head, trying to figure out what the gift could be. You'll see. What a tease, at least give me a hint. Nope, patience is virtue, ma'am. I gave her a big pound in protest, but it has no effect on her. So for the rest of the ride, I sit in anticipation, with my mind filled with all the possibilities of the gift. Just what could it be? They're dressed nicely, they went to a nice place to eat. Oh, it's totally gonna happen, isn't it? Totally gonna happen, isn't it? Immediately once we step inside, I turned to her and asked for the surprise. We're still at the entrance, ma'am. I grabbed her hand and hauled her into bed, sitting us both down. Now can I get the surprise? I have no clue whatsoever as to what the surprise could be. Necklace? A ring? Nothing at all. I actually intently stared at her, waiting for her to show me the gift. Yuzu laughs and pull out a small, nicely wrapped box out of her bag. It's a beige bag wrapped in a black ribbon, waiting for me to unravel it. I look at her with a confused look. I still have no idea what it could be. She points her chin to the box, signaling me to open it, and I impatiently unbox it like a child on their birthday. When I take the lid off, I see a familiar small rectangular glass bottle with a black lid. On it is a simple label with a foreign language on it. I carefully take it out, recalling that it was the same bottle used recommended during my first visit to her store in Ringletown. Aww, it's that one. Okay, not a proposal, but equally sweet, I'd say. Wait, isn't this? Yep, it is. My eyes widen as round as the moon in shock, remembering the price of it. Wasn't this like 20,000 yen? Shush, don't worry about the price. Yuzuha! She smoothly changes the toppings as she timidly takes the bottle out of my hand and takes the black lid off. Wanna give it a try? I'll spray it a little behind your ear. She tucks my hair back and sprays some of the expensive water on me, and I instantly smell the rosy and citrusy fragrance traveling into the air, surrounding both of us in it. It smells exactly as I remembered, as it was the one that caught my attention most. She sets the fragile bottle on and it walks down on my bedside table to take a scent more. As I take in the scent more. I was never much of a perfume person, but I wouldn't mind wearing this from time to time. It'd be great for going out with Yuzuha. The cock barber Yuzuha moves in closer, wrapping arms around my waist and nuzzling her face against my neck without warning. Lips then land on my pecs, trailing down my collarbone. Yuzuha? Smells nice. She pulls it down onto the bed, with her face still buried in my neck, accompanied with a too adventurous hand creeping under my shirt out to my stomach. Have I told you how gorgeous you look in that fit tonight? But to be honest, I think you look even better with those clothes on the floor. This woman. She then touches. The sun touch caused me to flinch and shiver, before gradually melting away all common sense away. You planned how long, didn't you? Of course not. I just saw an opportunity and took it. Liar. Oh, there they go. Oh, that was nice. That was a fun one. This Yuzuha, honestly. I think I'll actually fall in love with this troublesome player. How this Casanova warmed her way into my heart, I don't know. And how I managed to cuff her, that I also don't know. But I do know that all of this could very well be a mistake and a risk. My heart's telling me that it won't be. Only time will tell if she'll break free of the collar I mysteriously have around her, but it seems we'll be stuck with each other for the time being. Hopefully for a long time. Hey, maybe we can get an actual collar for each other. Just a suggestion. I guess I managed to somehow get drunk after all. Drunk off a dangerous drink called love. That one was sweet. I really like that one. Oh! I was joking, but hell yeah! Hell yeah, awesome! Alright, the afterword. Hello, thank you for playing to the very end. We hope you enjoyed this year's game. This year's game was definitely more of a slowish burn. Not what I intended, but it ended up being that way, which is fine. And do please excuse if it's a little rusty. It's been 2 years since our last release, after all. I'm still pretty happy with where the story landed, though. Quite happy with where the character designs in it landed as well. I tried to make them more memorable and fashionable, and I had fun time designing them. Yeah, I definitely love their outfit design. It's probably one of my personal favorite look for the characters so far, across the 3 stories I played. Once again, fun facts time. If you haven't noticed already, the 2 main characters' first names, Umeko and Yuzuha, are based off the Japanese ones Umeshu and Yuzushu. And the last names of Asahina and Kirito are based off the beers Asahi and Kirin, in which they were actually switched at first. But I then realized their color schemes coincidentally matched the other beers can more, so it's just been last minute. Ringo and Momoka, Apple and Peach, are based on apple cider and peach flavored, hard seltzers, Chuhai. I drew some inspiration from Aristocrats in the Vocaloid song, It's a Wonderful Cat Life, in regards to a more free-spirited character versus a more uptight one. Initially, I kinda wanted to have Yuzuha as MC, where she tries her best to get Umeko to fall in love with her. I think this is one of the first games that has real-life references, because I was too lazy to come up with a replacement that weren't the usual Tweeter or Instagraph or Rhine. Also, yes, I had to add in a mention of Romy from Love Goes Toward Love whenever it comes to characters talking about handsome women, lol. Yuzuha's industrial piercing is not going the right way. Is not going the right way? Don't at me. Had a ton of stressful fun working on the CGs as well. A lot of new different poses I don't draw often. And managed to squeeze in a Bo's doodle too. As always, once again, thank you for reaching the end. Please share the game alongside all other games to your fellow Yuri-loving friends. We love reading all the comments that we get, and it just again warms my heart to know that my games are loved, and it still drives me to continue making them. Let's hope I don't get burnt out again next year. Next year do be jam-packed for me. But anyway, thank you again for playing this year's game until its end. And until next time. And words from the CEO. Hello, Udon here, and I thank you yet again for playing through our Visual Connect novel. It's been a while, hasn't it? I didn't release the game last year, still a sore spot for me to be honest. But we're back to business this year. I had to use an extra month to work on this game, or else I really couldn't have finished it in time. And honestly, thank God for the deadline extension. I'm still trying to find that day job / visual novel and work balance. Writing literally took 2 months due to being slow, procrastination and distractions, lack of story direction, busy with other projects, and lack of time management, just juggling with my day job, etc, etc. And then art, plus coding, plus everything else took another 3 weeks. Writing ate up a week in 3rd month, but I made it all thanks to the deadline extension. I somehow managed to pump out 5 CGs in 12 days, and I had no idea how I did it, but I did it. Thank you if you came by my art streams to see me work on them. I think this year's game is pretty rusty because it's been technically a year since I've written and worked on a visual novel, but hope you still liked it. I was worried the story was okay, or if there was any pacing issues or stuff, which there definitely is, because I feel like Yuzuha's tragic backstory could have been fleshed out more along with some other stuff, but I digress. I guess I can only fit so much in 2-3 months worth of writing. I incorporated a lot of new things this time around too, i.e. the phone conversation screen. Definitely will be using on that some more in the future. This time around was super busy, and there are a lot of other things going on aside from the visual novel, which caused a lot of stress, and I want to continue making Yuri visual novels. But I sometimes wonder when I'll eventually have absolutely no time to make one. These take up about 2 months. Now I find that I need 3 months instead. And with a day job, I get very little sleep because I end up staying up super late trying to work on the visual novel as that's the only time I have to work on it. I just tend to write shorter series. But we'll see. I don't want to stop this, to be honest, but only time will tell. But I'll keep trying. I love creating stories, especially the sappy, cheesy stuff, fluffy Yuri. Though I've been entertaining the idea of creating some less fluffy, more angsty stories. Either way, I'm still very grateful each day for my games are circulating, and that people actually enjoy them. That's more than I can ask for. But anyway, until next time. Thank you very much for making the game. This was a lot of fun. Sure, take a look at the bonus doodles again before the end of the game. Yes, thank you very much. It was a great drawing. I really like this one. Very cute. But there's no way I'd fall in love with a womanizer, right? That was super fun, which means we finally have only one story left in this collection. But I gotta say, out of all those stories played so far, I'm kind of liking this one the most so far. I'm kind of ranking it as my personal favorite. I just really like their dynamic of like the constant flirting, but her like being such a tsundere for it all, but then still getting that leash on her at the end. And color too was also nice. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. CGs are really pretty too. I really like their looks as well. Their office design are very nice. From here to here, there was a lot of CGs in this one actually. Then over here, they're also cute. And the little dog plushie again, but then she gets a collar. And she already is wearing a collar, sort of, with the necklace she's wearing. And then the kiss too, also really good. It was a good story. I really like this one a lot. But yes, let us move on to the final game of the collection. I'll be right back when I pull that up.